Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Thank you for watching another edition of Airy Sky Readalee's video blog. I'm Airy Sky. So, as the title says, no updates as of right now. So, remember what I said, the 24th is tomorrow. Now, a lot of my moderators have been emailing me like crazy about stimulus checks and saying, do you think we might get a paper check? Actually, I think they're going to basically delay the people on the retirement survivors. And the reason for it is I think the government is playing with fire, you know. So I want to share with you some news. So, because you guys are always tuning in, you guys want to read a video blog channel. I wasn't going to do this till this evening around 10 to cut this out, but there's a couple problems, okay? Moderator Pee Wee emailed me this morning or afternoon or whatever, and it basically was something I haven't looked into it yet thoroughly, but more likely 99.99% it's true, and that is stimulus checks are being stolen. Apparently, somewhere a Washington State national park had hundreds, if not thousands, of apparently, if not more, apparently a whole pot full. We don't know how many. It was basically what she sent me. Checks are being stolen. So there's people out there stealing checks, paper checks, supposedly. For one. Now, before we go into the hocus pocus of the crap. Good morning, Moppy. The other problem is, will we get a paper check? And a lot of people have asked me, emailed me, will we get a paper check? And that is something that's really, really bad, something or other. What do we got here? Gary learning, but still nothing pending, you think, tonight, soon? No. I'll explain why, Gary. I know you're hungry for your money, and they're not going to give it to you. Let me tell you. I'll repeat myself again. No, you're not going to be getting any money. All right, not tonight. Everyone who had bank accounts got theirs and spent it foolishly. They don't give two shits about us. They're going to be cutting someone out from the herd. You know how they say cull from the herd? Cull them from the herd? Well, the truth of the matter is they're not going to be depositing tonight. That's the thing. The point is, everyone on Social Security gets pending, okay? Everyone gets Social Security pending. And because of it, pending's already. The pending went out last Friday. They say the pending was for last Friday, and now that it's Tuesday, the Wednesday's payments are already locked in. Wednesday's payments locked in, Well, when I called Direct Express up this morning, I had phone trouble. Then I logged in, and anyways, let's see. Hello, Chris. Forgot about you. Cam, I don't even want to start with the forced stimulus, okay? They're doing it because it's out there, okay? A story came out, all right? Look, let me tell you a story about me, okay? For all of you out there, there's 6 people. Now, if it goes down to 0 people, oh well, okay? Who's watching me? Some people watch me because they think I'm funny. Some people think they watch me because I'm sincere. Some people watch me because, unlike other lying sacks of dung out there, I'm basically giving you the frickin' facts. Here's the facts. I'm giving you my information and everything I do for you guys out of my own time. And because of it, someone asked me, oh, if there's no money, then you weren't listening. Yeah, what's the point of having ears if no one listens? So it goes like this. When it comes to Direct Express, one card is for SSI, the other is for disability retirement survivors. The disabled, the retirement, and the survivors, not the SSI people. SSI people's disabled too. We're calling it SSI people. Their money, quote unquote, is coming tonight, 10 p.m. I broke that code because Chloe's card's 5115. You see where we're going with this? So her card started at 5115. She switched over to Direct Express's disability insurance because they weren't going to give her a new card. They gave her the 5115. Everyone else who's been with Direct Express for so damn long and started on the 5332, that's where they're screwing people over. And by the way, has anyone seen any news on veterans yet? Our beloved veterans aren't getting any money. Our veterans are being shafted. And then there's another thing that's bothering me to no end, okay? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of the lies. The government is not hiding this very well. That's the thing. When Nixon did it, he basically tried. He said, it's not the cover-up that gets you, it's the lie. Well, look at what's going on with Nixon and the frickin' and Watergate. But look at what's going on with Joseph Biden and the poor. Look, Nick, we're talking about paper checks, okay? Do you want to know what I know, or do you want to sit there and spew things? Okay, look. There's a couple theories I have. Good boy. Couple theories I have, Nick. Welcome. You say paper checks is a government lie. Look, paper checks are being stolen right now. They're basically eip3 cards, the prepaid visas, and checks apparently are coming out and being intercepted. Supposedly a Washington State, Nick, pay attention here. I haven't had my freaking coffee yet, okay? I got right on when Sister Pee Wee asked me, for, sent me a thing. As I was like, oh, all right. I can go without a bath today to look this up. This is cool. But, honestly, I've been looking at it from a different point of view. If you remember yesterday, I was so busy with Dad's projects and then Dad's other projects and schools and stuff, I didn't get to spend too much time with you. And so I never got to tell you paper checks could be coming down the pipe. But they're claiming that 50 to 55, maybe 60% of the IRS Get My Payment tool is working, right? 50%, Nick. Where is it? Where is it, Nick? I just got unable. Look, there's two possibilities. Okay, let's talk about your possibilities. IRS possibilities for one. All right, and I hope you guys are gentle with me while I wake up because my morning coffee, really, without it, I'm really a bitch. Thank God this is also a general chat this morning, peeps, because I'll tell you a story. Yeah, Cam might not want to hear. Has to do with Chloe. But anyways, let's see. Oh, yes, Chris. Just go and hoot and horn here. You got some program I've never even heard about, and you want to tell everyone to transfer there over. I don't know that Vimo or whatever won't steal your money either, you see. Look, I've already basically stated, that... Yeah, okay, so the question is, Nick, yes, some news article came out there, Nick, about us having our oh, really? They took the blanket message off? I was wondering why my phone was acting up this morning, Crystal. I don't know. We had a lady say from the IRS, which we removed recently, she was a troll. Welcome, Crystal from Tennessee. Um, yeah, Crystal. I want to make sure. I haven't had my morning coffee. Okay, welcome. No. If it is, it's going to be one of those rare kick in the teeth things where it might be pending for the day after the SSI payments. You see, since you don't know this, Direct Express has two cards, Crystal. So here's what happened. All right, welcome aboard. By the way, so there's two cards, right? One starts with 5115, Crystal. Knows that I was trying to explain something to my subscribers that tuned in. The card that starts with 5115 never had a blanketed message. It just said, oh, check the IRS, and eventually, my roommate has 5115. So, with the generous helping of her donating her card, we found out that her card number gets paid tonight at 10 p.m. or 1 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning. So early morning, and approximately 4 hours and 53 minutes, give or take, is when the money will start pending on your guys' Direct Express starting with 5115. Now, I tried to listen to the blanket message, but I didn't get anything. All I heard was from other people is they took it off. So either they're planning it tonight, which is supposed to be 12 to 24 hours, or um, I don't know. I mean, the IRS is doing some weird, wonky things right now. Has anyone checked Twitter lately to see what's going on there? But anyway, so anyone with the card number 5115, it will get their money tonight. But if your card starts with Crystal 5332 like mine does, no, you're gonna be waiting a while. And by the way, I just want to say the veterans, they're basically being hung out to dry too. Who was the one that came in here a few minutes ago and said they're Ghost, you're a veteran. Yeah, that's right. Welcome, Ghost. That's right. It says the Ghost, right? Ghost is the one that says you're a veteran. Yeah, I'm a vet and I get nothing. Yeah, well, 5332, that means they're basically playing with us, Crystal. That's the thing I'm trying to explain to these people before you came on. Hi, Ghost. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is moderator Pee Wee this morning emailed me, and let me just share with you a couple things. I want to find an actual copy of this report first of all, because she emailed me a video, and I'm like, look, I don't really want to do a video, right? Let me see. All right, so all right. All right, so let me see here. All right, so I'm gonna read you guys this article. First of all, this came out about 4 days ago, people. All right, it's an actual news article. It's coming off of actual real news places, by the way. Actual news articles. You know what? If you're gonna fucking do this to me and say, oh well, you know what, we'll just fucking go here then. This one here is fine. All right, so here we go. This will be easy to read. So the whatever, right? All right, so the Clallam County Sheriff's Office in Clallam County, Washington State, basically said investigating federal investigations been opened by 100 pieces of stolen mail, including stimulus checks. A lot of them. The picture was all stimulus checks. Apparently, this guy was stealing stimulus checks, but mostly it's from IRS. So, said Michael Riley of Port Angeles near the car. So, mail theft, So, Rangers impounded the car and seizure evidence. So basically 70, alright, so there you go. So they're contacting everyone before they they actually, so this guy steals federal mail and they let him out right now. It says, hold on. So it says over 100 pieces of mail belong to 80 different people, 3 stimulus checks, 15 credit cards, and 4 state and government issued IDs. So there you go. Some stimulus check news right there. This came out a couple days ago. Pee Wee was talking about this. And then on top of this, my mouse is acting up this morning. So, but anyways, then we have the second story. Are we having problems this morning? I guess we are. Let me see what's going on. It seems there's some issues with the live chat. Let me pop it out real quick. Pop out chat. Okay, so I had to pop out the chat because the chat started acting up. Sorry, people. So I went and did it separately. I hope you guys don't mind. So because it wasn't scrolling. So Ghost says they took I didn't know that. I tried to call the link to my mom's phone, SIM, and buy a new phone. See, there we go again. You come on my channel, Cam, and you're talking about buying a phone when there's people basically hurting. I mean, you do know if you get food stamps, they can give you a basic phone to be like, here you go, it's all you need. Instead, first you were talking about a scooter, or moped or whatever it was, and now it's phones. I mean, literally. Literally, no wonder why I'm getting a headache. Q-Link wireless. Oh yeah, well, let's see. My prompt message from disappeared. That's the thing. Thank God some of you guys are realizing there's 2 different sets of cards. Literally, excuse me for a second. Q-Link wireless. Q-Link isn't bad. Depends on your towers and stuff, which reminds me, you know. Q-Link wireless, my company I'm with, I won't say what the name is. I know Q-Link. They turned around and they've been good. But the one I was talking about, there is another one recently that turned around, another prepaid company, and the other day they emailed me and said, "Do you want a my phone provider?" Because I don't use phones. I don't believe on them. I don't like the government tracking. But when they offered me a really expensive phone, I was like, "Oh yeah!" And I threw in a really expensive tablet too, which some places are doing that. Just depends on the program. But someone's got to pay for it anyways. That's the thing. So if we're all just going and buying new phones, that's the thing, that upsets me the most. But also sometimes, the reason I stopped doing Q-Link wireless insurance is they couldn't guarantee your phone delivery date. Everyone's sucking them up on the government teats. Everyone basically, no offense, they're like can't keep them in stock. So I was like, what the hell with it? So unless I truly need and the phone was so slow, man. I mean, literally for a prepaid phone that's supposed to be, oh, you get a smartphone and you get all this stuff, and lo and behold, you get something, and it's like chugging. I mean, hell, my phone chugs on Wi-Fi. My old phone, since Boost doesn't want to work out here, But anyways, like I said, back to the chat. So if your card number is 5332 or whatever, it seems the freaking internet's sometimes slow and wonky. By the way, let's see. Any updates? Yes, that's what we're talking about. Rachel is Moderator Pee Wee said 4 days ago, and this is why I'm here. Otherwise, I'd be playing my video game and not giving a damn. But since I have to be here, the duty for everyone relying on me Direct Express is took away, apparently. I haven't confirmed it myself because I'm having Skype trouble, which, Skype trouble. And I will basically get it done as soon as possible. So, let me tell you the story. So, basically, Pee Wee emailed me this morning about Direct Express. I got a couple things. One is more important than Direct Express. Direct Express is important. And so, and I want to get to the bottom of all this anyways, but basically, they took it off the number. Now, this one lady's like, they're going to take it off when you're going to get your money. It's not going to be pending. It's just going to go in at 10 o'clock tonight. I don't think the lady's right, literally. The lady was right. I mean, literally, she was tooting her own horn, saying her cousin literally runs the IRS. Let me see. Can I actually... Nope. So basically, what's happened is the live chat's not working on my studio, so I gotta pop it out, which means expanding it a little bigger to read you guys. So has disappeared. My bad. Q. Any updates? Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Wendy. Nick. I'm trying to get you all your messages. So basically, what's happening is again, as I was explaining it to these fine folks this morning, is SSI people with the card number 5. The card number 5115 will get their money tonight. Whereas anyone on 5332 doesn't, you see. So, good morning, Big. Yes, I know, Direct Express, they removed it. Oh, yeah, it's you, Big. So, anyways, and I hope you weren't calling me a crackhead because I'm not a crackhead. So, anyways, nah, my bad. Q-Link or any of... Yeah, so basically what's happening is 5115 is getting paid tonight. Unfortunately, they removed that notice for some reason because, as Pee Wee was trying to get me to get out here for you all, this is the main topic. But everyone is so hungry for their message and their money that they won't let me get to the damn crux of the problem. And by the time I finish my coffee, I'm going to have to use the bathroom and then give you the crux of the problem and then hope I tell you guys basically understand what I'm going through. So not only am I doing all your research and your detective work and digging everything up, so is Pee Wee on the other side, but I've been doing things up to 8 in the morning, okay? 8 in the morning, my time. Going to bed and then getting woke up, and we won't even start with my wake up story, all right? So basically, Direct Express is, here's the thing, all right? You guys have been waiting patiently. The people it keeps going up, the people are watching. So here's the problem, okay? Pee Wee emailed me this morning, and I was going through it before I had some problems in my mind on other issues, which I'll get to that in the general chat part of this video. But basically, it was quote unquote paper checks. Now Pee Wee's asking, well, why is it that we might get paper checks and everyone else gets direct deposit? Ask the government that. I mean, literally, it's a good topic because the IRS stated the other day that if you don't get payment by a certain date, look for a paper check. Now, who was it? It was Nick, right? Nick, who's in Washington State. Hey, Nick, greetings from Washington. If you ever get up this way, you can always find me. I'm up north near past Everett and stuff. So, anyways, back to the story. So, we're not here to say anything negative, all right? So basically what's going on is that's an option that we need to talk about today. Paper checks. Why? Well, let's just say paper checks could be stimulating the banks because the banks make a fee because banks are failing. It could be that The government has their own damn ding-a-ling-a-ling ideas and wants to track, whatever. But if you give 120 million elderly people on 5332, I'm just saying this for all of you tuning in, their card number 5332 paper checks, how does that benefit us? We got to go to a bank, you see, unless there's a kicker. The other idea is the IRS is turning around and basically trying to say that you might not qualify. Have you seen that payment status not available thing when you check in? Literally, Higgins is like, oh, you need to try, I love Higgins, by the way. You need to try Mozilla. Well, let me just put it this way. You try Mozilla, you try Firefox, you try Opera, you try Google Chrome, you try Safari. Hell, you could try that new Chromium or whatever that shithole's called that Microsoft does. Does it work? No. You put in your social security number, give all your info, and they say, payment status not available. That tells you right there what's going on. Yes, we know this, Mark. We're talking about it. Pee Wee was sending me an email. You think I just didn't get out of bed like it was a few minutes ago? Man, what is it with you people? You come here and you're like, the prompt's gone. Like, I don't know this. I've heard the prompt's gone, but I don't know if the prompt's around, And if anyone wants to tell me I'm being frustrated, you know who's frustrating me? Me. Getting frustrated. I mean, literally, I'm doing some free services for all of you, and yet some people just sit there and they're so hungry for that damn money. That's all they care about, and they want answers now. I'm trying to just give you answers, but it's a different story. I mean, literally, I could basically be playing my game. I could also be basically feeding the rabbit. And by the way, the rabbit's a person too. Doesn't anyone want to basically say hello, rabbit, or good morning, rabbit, or hey, rabbit, I'm hungry, or look at this little fat little baby schlub. He's hungry too. I mean, literally. One of the joys of being a mama is having fur babies, but everyone wants to know about their payments, and I'm the one that's doing the work 18 hours a day and not getting much sleep. And so when Pee Wee sends me something, I have to be right on it, and it's great. But like the state thing, we just found out checks are being stolen. So not only apparently it's people stealing stimulus checks, but we still don't have an answer on the discussion of what's going on with the money. And by the way, you never let a rabbit go hungry. They do have a terrible scream when they're hungry. So there. I mean, literally. So basically what's going on is... Sorry about this. My morning cough. Sometimes I get it. So basically what it's going on is 5332. No one knows, all right? So before you guys come in and say, well, are we going to get paid tonight? I can't tell you this. I can't give you a guarantee, okay? I had one lady who thinks that everyone wanted to worship her because she said that the IRS was going to drop our payments into bank accounts without pending. Sorry to say, but has anyone ever heard of a fucking check that just went in without pending? No offense to the swearing, anyone. You know what it is? It's because those people, there's no pending. And because there's no pending, it all pens. So you call up and you find it. Now, like I said, I couldn't confirm or deny it this morning. All I know is I tried calling Direct Express this morning through my my Skype, and I got some wonkiness this morning, okay? And the wonkiness was mostly like I couldn't hear anything basically. It was like when I got the first message, it didn't play any of it. Then when I called back the second time with my speakerphone part, I got the input my card number and PIN. So I was like, something ain't right, but I can't guarantee it, okay? I can't just sit there and say magically you guys are going to get money at 10 o'clock. No. What I've said in last night's video, which people apparently don't watch, is because I've been updating you every night, that right now, if we get a payment, pay attention again for you newbies that joined us. You get it pending tonight at 10 o'clock when it starts to pin. It's not going to be pending for tomorrow like SSI unless that's 12 to 24 hours. I mean, look, if it's going to be pending, it's going to be pending longer, okay? And by the way, I have the Direct Express apps. Telling you, it doesn't say any pending. It's got pending alerts. So the next thing is, what about your checks? But your funds, right? The main discussion Pee Wee was talking about was the fact that we could be getting paper checks. Paper checks. Hello, everyone who came in. Paper checks. That's what they're talking about. IRS said if you don't get payment by the 24th, expect it in the mail, right? Expect it in the mail. So how are they choosing who gets a paper check and who doesn't? You see? So this is something I came on to talk to you about. Yeah, my goal today was take a bath before gaming, but that's just something that needs to be done. Yeah, now it could mean that they're getting ready to do something or they removed it. Let me put it this way, okay? Look, I don't care if anyone sits here and wants to argue with me about paper checks. People aren't listening. Open your ears up because this is important. If anything isn't pending, this is where Pee Wee wanted to bring it up on our channel. If nothing is pending tonight at the 23rd at 10 o'clock, which is 1 a.m. Eastern time. That means the IRS has already made a decision to send you card holders of 5332, including me. I'm just saying you so you guys get the idea, so you understand it, that you guys have the idea of you're going to get a paper check. Plain and simple. I'm tired of basically trying to explain this to everyone wants their money now. I mean, look, you either need the money for something like some of our beloveds out there, like one of our subs needed for a new refrigerator and it failed. Yeah, okay, for example, there's people out there that just want it because they've been in hold up in their house for so long. They want to go grocery shopping or they want to go and buy junk. Now, mind you, Higgins and I got into it last night, and I'm gonna basically put him in his place right here now. As a moderator, I like Higgins a lot, but when he says, "What's the difference between buying a TV and buying a game?" I'll tell you the difference between the TV and the game. The game, you pay. I'm gonna say this: $30. I've already put 12 hours in it. By the time I complete this game, with all the downloadable content and everything, thank God for someone who sent me a free seasons pass, so I get downloadable content throughout the season. $30, 12 hours. As soon as my bath was done today, I was going to do my game for the next 12 hours, you see, and wait until tomorrow night, you see. But, between our beloved Pee Wee and our beloved other people, they turned around and said, "Where's the stimulus?" And that's the thing, and $30 for hundreds of hours of a game. I mean, literally, I pre-ordered this game a long time ago for the same reason you. And then on top of this, so then on top of this, everyone's been messaging me, "Oh yeah, well, look, it doesn't make sense if they remove it. It makes sense. They removed it for a reason. There's only a few things. You got to use deduction mark. One, are they going to put it in tonight? No. Two, you know damn good and well everyone who's Direct Express card holder, basically it's pending. So what I'm trying to tell people is, excuse me, Wish we had some fucking paper towels, but some stupid person keeps taking it. Keep buying and they keep fucking disappearing. Finally, this fucking corner's been cleaned up. Takes them 6 weeks, 8 weeks. That her take. I said MEM, not HIM, so I don't insult anyone. But anyways, where was I? I'm under a lot of stress, okay? I'm under a lot of stress. There's a lot of people out there. I had my cousin Dinky threaten to contact the sheriff for a welfare check on me if I didn't email her. You don't need to email but once a week to make sure you're okay. And if there's nothing happening in once a week, you can email twice a month. I mean, literally, we all have lives. And right now, my life is focused on getting you your stimulus information, not to answer. I mean, I get enough hundreds of emails. I'm still going through all the time on my email address with, where's my money? I need my money. I'm hungry for my money. I need to go shopping for a TV. Is your TV out? No. I mean, literally, to them, it's free money. To me, I'm more stressed about the economy tanking. I mean, look, time the money comes around, look what's happening, okay? Literally, look what's happening. Sister Pee Wee emailed me, and I just confirmed the article on the checks being taken. I mean, this is something we need to seriously talk about, but no one wants to talk about it. They all want to talk about whatever it is. They come on my channel, and they're like, are we going to get paid? Are we going to get paid? Look, I've told you this time and time again throughout the 13 years me and Pee Wee's ran this channel. Pee Wee's part of my team. Literally, by the way, like I said, the chat box is wonky right now, so I have to switch tabs to see it. Basically, what happened was the chat box, right? That's another thing. I'm having some wonkiness today. They could have took it. They could have, but my point is, I love all my subscribers, all my mods. Unfortunately, the problem is we're getting to the point where people aren't being sincere, literally with me, and that's the truth. The truth is in the pudding, okay? And frankly, you come here and you're like, oh, everyone on 5115. What's 5115? When they find out there's two cards, then they're like, oh, we're going to get our money tonight. If it's not pending at 10 p.m. for a Thursday pending, see, tonight it's pending for all Wednesday people, all right, on SSI. So everyone at SSI who has a Direct Express card gets their money tonight, 10 p.m. or 1 a.m. Eastern time. So when it resets and that money is sitting on the SSI card holders, that's when it can start to reset for us. But what if it says, your payment will be in April 19th? Then you guys got to wait 3 weeks. I mean, literally, they're saying it in the coming weeks. Right. The other thing is, if there's enough people out there, probably Janet Yellen was firebombed again on Twitter, I assume, and that's why they basically took it away. Or the IRS has something up their sleeve, and that's something we need to talk about, but you guys don't want to talk about it. What you guys want to talk about is your stimulus. Oh, when am I getting it? Well, really, why don't you all tell me in the comments, okay? Just hypothetically, I'm going to take a poll here this morning because it's my channel after all. And I think it's time I take a poll from time to time. How many of you need it? Severely need the stimulus checks on Direct Express. And while you're saying, and tell me what you're going to buy with it or pay bills or whatever. I'm going to take a poll here, okay? I'm going to get my paper and my pen and I'm going to take a poll. Now, here's the kicker. Government gives us monthly checks every month. They think because we get free handouts on cell phones, internet, sometimes water subsidy, electric subsidy, internet subsidy, cell phone subsidy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Hold on. I better check the comments. Probably pissed off a few people talking anyway, so let me see this. Like I said, the chat problems popped out, so let me see. Let's see, what do we got here? Nah, I don't get paper check direct deposit. Well, Rachel, the problem is you might get direct deposit, but they might just send you a paper check. That's what we're talking about, so let's go down the list. What do you think about that? Is good or bad? Smash the button, Mark. You take over while I gotta do some. Commander, anyone you want, Zam. It's actually Admiral. All right, Commander is a lower rank than Admiral. Admiral is the high dog, the top dog. So Fleet Admiral is 5 stars. So just like MacArthur was a 5-star general. So. And hello, Trish. Hello, Bunny Rabbit. I have 4 cats. Wendy. Hi, Bunny Rabbit. Wendy Finch. Welcome, Wendy. Roger the Rabbit. No. Hey, Rita. Hey, Tiki. I'm cooking soup on the stove. I made too much. Soup sounds so much. Good to see you, Higgins. Makes sense, Rita. Well, the prompt is gone, so they're going to do something. Who knows what? Just wait patiently and stop worrying about it. Well, that's the point. That's the point. Good morning, Pee Wee. The point is like I said, there's too many people out there that's you know. So we're back to everything's an investment to you, Higgins. Oh, well, we can argue with that one. The government doesn't want a new TV in everyone's household while everyone's going hungry, and then the food bank's empty because of it. So yeah. People on Direct Express, good Vibiz TV can get fucking Direct Express. That's the thing. They're not gonna. They listen here, you little son of a bitch. You come here and tell me it's not my business what they're doing. Then it's not the government's business to turn around and say fuck you, you little bastard. You ain't getting a fucking second fourth stimulus either. They say if everyone fucking spends the money foolishly this time and there's a fourth stimulus, we're all cut out of it. Every one of us because they don't want it spent on worthless crap. But I guess because your name is Good Vibe is TV, which, by the way, does anyone here think that's Joe Gill again? Because I'm getting tired of it. Good work, Mark zapping the son of a bitch, because that's. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Good morning, Pee Wee. That's what I said time and time again, but no one listened. There's 2 things up their sleeve, and that's something that they're doing. One is they're doing fucking welcome, Alonzo. One of the things that the Direct Express people could be doing is look. Let's put it to you this way: the IRS web portal. All right, Sister Pee Wee, have you actually got it to work yet, sis? Has Have you got it to work yet? Because I keep saying payment status not available. Or you're not qualifying. So I have a theory. I got 3 theories I want to pass along to you, dear Watson. Pee Wee L. Watson. 1. The IRS is using this old smokes and mirrors thing, which means we ain't seeing anything anytime soon. 2. They're told they can't tap into the Social Security Trust Fund, so they're delaying it as long as possible by making up excuses. The old switcheroo we'll just send it out in the paper, remember, or wait for an eip3 card, which is that Visa card. I mean, literally, those are their only options. Or option 4, come up with something else. I also think because of our little code we have about worthless eaters, that they might try. I have a feeling, Pee Wee. You know how shit's hitting the fan soon, right? Well, have you ever thought about this? I was thinking about it this morning. I was actually well, I won't tell you my entire vision, but let's just say, you know how they say the word you're wrestling with God, right? Well, until Chloe woke me up, I was literally debating with God in this vision. But anyways, it goes like this. Have you thought that they might basically take and have 2 camps, give the SSI people their money? The SSI people that have cancer, they're just going to cull them off. You know how it is. Cull the herd, right? As they say. But have you ever thought Oh, the SSI people says, call the herd. Call the herd, right? That the rest of them can be reconditioned and reprogrammed. So give them their money first, the ones that are not worthless eaters, the ones that can actually be reprogrammed. People like us, too disabled, too broken, whatever, maybe they don't want to pay us anymore. You see where I'm going with this? Does it make sense? I mean, literally, that was just one theory I have. I mean, literally, the main thing is we've already cracked the code on Direct Express that they have 2 cards, 3 if you count veterans. Fortunately, we don't know anything more than that. You know that as well as I do. Thing is no one's telling you, even the veterans aren't getting their money yet. And because of it, dear sister, Direct Express has something coming. Now, remember that one lady the other day who was spewing and tooting her horn, saying tonight's the night that we're gonna all get paid. That's great. That's the good news. No, the good news is the gospel of Christ. This is terrible news when they basically call the herd and say, "Oh, look, we're gonna give SSI people their money, but fuck the rest." And then she has to toot her horn again, saying her cousins in the IRS, everything is pending. Everything is pending. So if there's literally, they just don't sit there and magically transfer $1,400 to your bank account overnight without you knowing. I mean, literally. Most places, basically, it's pending either on Direct Express online or their app. And currently, I have nothing on my app. So the discussion is today, as Sister Pee Wee brought this discussion up. So it's her child. I'm just basically trying to tell you guys that IRS talked about it. Remember, I said this time and time again in my own channel here. Days ago, I said that the other option is, if you don't get your money soon, from the play on words. I said this, but no one fucking opens their ears up. I said that it could come down the pipe as a paper check. But you're all saying, "Oh no, I'm on Direct Express. I get direct deposit. They can't do paper check." You want to try? They did that with Chloe. Chloe has Direct Express. It popped her checks into paper. So you know. On my island, it is 5:48. So there's a kind of, but see, that's the thing. Everyone's sitting there hungry for this money, everyone. And yeah, I'm going to go through the comments, okay? So we got a lot of comments I got to go through. So let's see. Good vibe is, well, good, Big. Yes, we should know it's on Pee Wee. The LG TV I have in my bedroom is a 2010. Still works, so maybe the quality of the TV makes the difference. Oh, now we're going to basically, Nick's Valentino, Section 8 Housing. Hey, Nick. Welcome, Alonzo. So, yeah, exactly. I started cutting up veggies and found out I cut up too much. I had to find a second pot in my son. I have a TV I want to watch. I have a TV that I watch once in a while. Lasts forever. I don't know who else wants you. Everything I watch is on the computer. It does not work for me, Tony. Look, basically, why are we? What is the reason for this? Okay, so someone decided to remove someone because they're buying a PS5. It says here that I'm going through the comments. Mark zapped. Oh no, yeah, Mark timed out Tennessee Great Outdoors. See, that's the thing is I was taking a poll basically, Mark, and I asked what would they buy with it. If it's a PS5, so be it. It's not our problem. Our problem right now is not the PlayStation 5. Our problem is literally what we're going to do when this country takes a shit and people can't buy food and they are sitting on a PS5. I mean, literally, groceries are getting harder, but we're not here about electronics right now. I've already said my piece on it. The extra potatoes and water in a Ziploc bag. I need to turn my computers, even my TV, so my TV is my monitor. My eyes are bad, so I need it large. Placed in a bowl. Currently, I'm trying to boil off the extra. Think we will get our money eventually. That's what the thing is. The question is, will we get paper, or will they send it in a in a prepaid card? Now I use my electric bread knife to cut up the ham and I put in the soup. I was lazy to use a hand knife. I have nothing pending either. Wendy Finch, yes, I agree. We all are in the same boat and the boat's crowded, honey. The reason we're basically crowded is because everyone's hurting. We need direct express people. Yes, or they will give us paper check or EIP card. That's one of the things that I was reading on the other day, but no one was listening, Pee-wee. Well, no one listened. I said it to you. I said there could be a possibility that there's going to be a delay. I was reading everyone that day. Remember, I read it. I said the IRS update is, and it said right there, if there's nothing pending in several weeks from Direct Express, then you might be looking at and keep checking your mailbox. I said this. And then everyone turns around and says, oh, well, I'm on Direct Express, I get a direct deposit. Some people are saying that there won't be a paper check. What if the fucking government turns around and says, sorry, sir, here's your paper check. You can put it up your asshole for all I care, but you got paper check. I mean, literally, some people might have a hard time cashing paper checks at banks. I mean, literally, you got to ask yourself the main question, why would the government do this, huh? There's two options that I can think of. One is they want to make it so when the paper checks get printed that you feel like you got a stimulus. I mean, literally, let me tell you what I would do, okay? And I'm not president, so, the government is bankrupt, right? If the government is bankrupt and everyone got checks, right? Paper checks, right? And all of a sudden the banks found out they couldn't cash them because there's no money in the Treasury Department. I mean, look, let me tell you guys a story, okay? There's a lot of people watching this really hungry for the check. Let me cut the bullshit here, okay? Pee-wee and I have seen the proof. Proof's in the pudding. I want to talk about the first stimulus and the second stimulus for a while. All right, for a minute. All right, I want everyone in the comments that hasn't heard about this to go ahead and comment. Are you well aware that every check from Direct Express, $1,200, $600, whether it be because you get retirement, survivors, disability insurance, or SSI, two different cards. SSI is card 5115, disability insurance is 5332 with retirement survivors. Are you guys well aware that all stimulus checks wasn't paid from the IRS or the tax department? Came out of the Social Security Trust Fund. And before you sit there and you guys are talking about a new PS5 or computer or TV, let me ask you a question. Are you well aware? Pee-wee is. I am. I hope you are, Mark, Cam, and Higgins. Are you all well aware Social Security will run out of money between 2023 and 2027 for all programs? All would be left is SSI. SSI is on the general fund. So you guys do the math. $1,200, 100 million people. $600, 100 million people. $1,400, 100 million people. Or so on the government dole. Someone's got to pay it. And guess where it's coming from? Rumor has it, and I'm digging this up, that all those government cell phones, all those prepaid cell phones that the government's giving you guys, same thing. Now, let the debating begin. Hello, Chris Riley. Welcome back. Hey, Higgins. So how much to cash a paper check when you don't have a regular bank? Well, they can get up to 10%, Nick. Basically, hell, sometimes if you're desperate, they'll take 20%. So say you get $1,400 check and you go to a place and the bank's basically needing money, Nick, they'll turn around, brother, and they'll charge you $140. They can charge up to 10%. They do. Chloe tried to cost some money. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Pee Wee, but no one knows. Yeah, as you said, yeah, the problem is what if not? Look, here's how Direct Express works, people. Okay, I'm still answering the comments to you. Direct Express works like this. At 1 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow morning, okay? I hope I don't need a calendar program for you. 1 a.m. Eastern Time. I love all of you, by the way. Eastern Time. 1 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow morning. All the funds will be released. That's approximately 4 hours and 9 minutes. Then the funds will be released in 4 hour 9 minute. Okay, I hope you guys are paying attention. So it's 5:51 here. Okay, picture this: 4 hours and 9 minutes is 10 p.m. here, Pacific time. Okay, so you can say okay at 10 p.m. every night except for weekends. Direct Express is pending. So if it's going to be pending tonight at 10 p.m., it might give you 3 to 5 day window. So you might be waiting 3 to 5 days to get your payment, is what I'm saying. But it will be pending. And if it's pending, and let's just say they're giving a 24-hour notice, it would be pending for either Thursday or Friday. And because Tuesday night, everyone here is Wednesday there, it'd be pending for Thursday. So Wednesday night, when everyone's scarfing up their stimulus checks tomorrow morning, because that's when the 5115 cards come in, it could still be pending within 12 hours to go in for Friday too. So Wednesday night is a Friday payment. If you get to Thursday night, everyone, because it's Friday morning, I hope I'm explaining this in full details. Thursday night, my time, is Friday morning, which means nothing would be pending on the weekend. So, you know, carrots, carrots, and carrots. Okay. I think I heard something like some got half. Admiral, you're spot on with this. Well, I'm trying to be, spot on. Let me see. I haven't seen all the comments. Let's see. Admiral, you're spot on. I cannot get a new computer. A monetary response and they were paid. Yeah, I know. And you know what, Pee Wee? I agree with you 100% fucking. It sucks. You know what my dad said the other day? My dad felt bad for you. You know why he felt bad for you, Pee Wee, my father-in-law? Because he says you sound like a badass person. And you and your husband, but he said he feels for you. He doesn't know you, but he feels for you. And he says, this is what he wants me to tell you with his love as a minister, just like me. That it fucking sucks, doesn't it? If your house is completely fucking paid off like his, they're still squeezing his teats and trying to get him to pay. His taxes are more than every year they raise his taxes because his house is paid off. Eventually, they're going to force them to sell it. I cannot get a new good evening. I still need. Yeah, good morning, Kimberly. We're just talking about that. So many people are basically doing whatever and everything else. And, the problem is Direct Express, is basically delayed. So unless there's something pending this week, they took the message off. But remember, I said this 4 or 5 days ago. It could be coming in the form of a paper check. But I also said to keep checking the IRS web portal because we're all in this together as a unit. And if one person can get the IRS web portal to work, that could give us some sense of accomplishment. I mean, look, I basically had to dig up all the information and then realize where there's more than one card for Direct Express. There's 3. Veterans gets their own. SSI gets their one. Can you believe that? That's why I've always wondered why there's 2 cards on their website. Now we know. SSI. Anna Saporsky says, sorry, can't stay too long. Well, welcome, Anna. That's what I've been hearing too, hon. It could be months or even, months. That's why we're joking around with the 2-week thing. Weeks. See, there you go. Let me tell you what I want to tell you something, okay? I want to tell you something. I'm in New York. Yep, the most expensive thing is the super carrier. Yes, I know, Chris. Didn't you hear my argument yesterday? Or were you basically sleeping when I was giving that argument and I was singing to the choir about this? So I guess I'm going to have to tell you what happened yesterday, okay, everyone? Chris is giving me a headache, so I'm going to have to do my tobacco soon, my dip. Don't mind me, and I got to use the bathroom. But Chris is right, okay? I was singing yesterday. I was preaching. One of the things I was preaching is the government's putting more money and more money into war. Each aircraft carrier with the bugs in it, the Ford class just came out, right? I'm gonna just use the Ford class as a thing, okay? The Ford class. And Chris, I hope you basically don't keep posting comments so I can answer this because sometimes it really pisses me off when someone's basically taking away my mojo when I know I spoke about it yesterday. So let me take it over. As Admiral, so basically what happened was the Navy spent $20 billion plus in a program, right? 20 billion, but they sped up. I think it was Newport News built the Ford class. Sped it up, did everything. Too many bugs, right? Sea trials, everything went to shit. Trust me, I'm an admiral. I know these things. So what happened? Well, while they're still working at the kinks after the ship was built, they laid 3 more ships, right? Laid them. Well, the next one in the line is the new JFK. You can say, oh, JFK is getting a name. Well, he was named after an aircraft carrier. You know, his carrier was named after the carrier is named after the deceased president. So the second one, because they can't get the bugs out of the first one, they think they can get the bugs out of the second one. The more the technology is, the more the technology has been rushed out. The third ship in the line is the Enterprise, and I don't know how complete they are. I haven't checked my notes lately. And then the last one's the Doris Day. 4 new carriers. They say each new carrier, the Nimitz carrier, or each Nimitz carrier, retiring from the last to the newest. So basically, it's like Jesus saying, the last go is first, and the first go last, right? So basically, it's the same with aging carriers, right? So let me basically cut the bullshit here on the Navy, okay? The taxpayers, when they said and done, they figured it would be between 5 and 15 trillion, not billion, by the way, people, trillion with a T, to basically fund 75 years and about 13 carriers or so. So 10 to 13 replacement carriers total, right? Did they not tell you, because they didn't tell you, that the previous Nimitz carriers, because they don't want the Nimitz carriers to fall in the wrong hands because they're nuclear powered, go figure, that they're going to scrap them all and retire them and scrap them, right? The cost of retiring and scrapping these carriers are approximately going to be 5 to 10 billion each, not including everything else. So while you're basically watching your Social Security dwindle and you're going homeless and hungry and everything else, the Navy's doing just fine. So, Master, I was checking the site. Non-extended employment's gone out. Either seems the money shortage. Yeah, exactly. You see, now someone's realizing there's a money shortage. Hold on. Without the working class not working at full capacity, and states are shut down because of the virus. Not enough money going to Social Security. Pot of money. Just hit the like. Yeah. Has Moppy been fed today? How has Moppy been feeling today? He's fine. He's got his food. He's got 3 moisties left. Give him some corned beef last night then. Need fridge bad. We know everyone needs things, you know. By the way, Kimberly, just to let you know, one of our moderators today, I think it was Mark, removed someone from who was coming on. I don't know if they were sincere or not, but they were talking about stimulus checks, Kimberly, and talking about buying a PlayStation 5 with it. Let's see, maybe they need Bob Laser to fix the carries from one who's pretty handy. And right now, it's really hard to get up the cattle of the big. Hold on. Right now, out here in Texas, it's really hard to get me because of the cattle and the big snow incident. Gosh, I'm hating it. I might have to move back to Utah. Ha ha. Well, welcome, Anna. I mean, but everyone's in the same boat and the boat's getting crowded. I mean, literally, I can't give you guys answers. I've given you answers under your nose, and those answers didn't work. I don't know why they're expecting war. Well, yeah, I'm glad you like the name Chester Nimitz, okay, because the Nimitz class, but I found, I don't even want to say the Enterprise class was the best, but the Enterprise class was only one carrier. After that they went with others, you see. But we're not here to talk about carriers and how much taxpayer money is wasted in carriers, or $20,000 for a toilet seat and $50,000 for a hammer. We've hit an iceberg, Pee Wee, basically, and that's the problem. And that's one thing I'm here to say. I'm going to run into another room temporarily, but we have hit an iceberg, everyone. And the Titanic, too, by the way, Google it. It's being built in China. So the second star, they call it Blue Star Lines now. So the second Titanic replica with modern machinery, they say won't sink, right? God can't sink that boat, right? Let's just say we're on the Titanic too, hypothetically, and it's sinking. Why is it sinking? It's because, frankly, there's too many people that. And by the way, Kimberly, before I go for like 30 seconds or so, yes, we know you need a fridge. Everyone needs a fridge. Some people need a PS5, but guess what? We're all in the same boat. The boat's getting crowded. I'm getting crowded. Has anyone ever realized that? I was just thinking about something. Native Americans, right? They get stimuluses too. Has anyone realized that they could be basically. Excuse me, but when you basically come to my channel, Cam, no offense to you, and you talk about God Almighty, and you say plural, that's where I got a problem, brother, because frankly, there's one God. He's Almighty. And as Pee Wee would say, what was it you were saying the other day, sis, about ministers? Some ordained ministers know what they're talking about or some damn thing. I just can't remember. Let me grab finish my coffee. So, I gotta finish the dishes tonight too. It's too late. Ah, yes. So I got this pot that's gonna take 45 minutes. Then when that's done, I will do something else. Anyways. Say, you said it's all turned out by the end. Mission accomplished. Just struggle in California. Don't worry, Anna. Basically, let me tell you, Anna. I get paid the third. So basically, let me explain it to you so you guys can see it for yourself. Okay. So because I'm the one of the people in the chat comments here that tries to give you guys a proof. There's the schedule for 2021, okay, for Social Security. So it says for March, SSI, by the way, they changed the dates apparently to the last Thursday of the month. So the next SSI payment will be April 1st. We get paid April 2nd. Unfortunately, because April 2nd is there, we will get paid on Wednesday or Thursday night, 10 p.m. So April 1st, 10 p.m. is when we'll get paid. So if you look at that payment schedule, that explains all the payments for the entire year for 2021. However, I want to note the other day I was talking about the payment schedule, Anna, and the rest of you, and the payment schedule was screwed up. They used to have SSI in the beginning and the end of every month. But apparently now it's the beginning and the first of the month, and then followed by the last Thursday of the month for some damn reason. Well, actually, my dad and I were talking about you the other day, Cam. He said if you saw the Forgotten Gods, then that's too damn funny because there's one God, and he died for your sins. He came down in human flesh and died for your sins over 2,000 years ago. And because of it, if you don't want to accept your heart, you remember the perfect stranger. You remember what they said in there? Basically taken out of the Bible, brother. For anyone who is spiritually unattached and spiritually does not want to be connected, pay attention, everyone. I don't want to preach this, but I have to right now. Anyone who decides to spiritually be unattached to God and doesn't want a relationship for God and know that there is a God and know that there is a God who wants the best for his children, you, beloveds, you as his little children, and you basically stay spiritually unattached from him, or you don't want any part of him, then there's hell and fire and torment. And the unbelievers and the liars and the cheaters and the con artists, including the Republicans, I bet we can't judge anyways, but they're talking about career politicians too, by the way, the liars, will all see fire and brimstone. If and torment day and night, and anguished torment, because you've chosen to be separated from God. See? I don't like talking about that. I really don't. But you guys basically. So, does anyone want to tell me about let me look. No, you shouldn't be freaking believing every bullshit story. If it was, it would be already basically on Wikipedia saying he died. So he's still alive, man. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So he would get paid. He would get paid on the first this month. Yeah, well, look. Let me put it this way, Anna. All right, to basically relieve your burden, I'll take your burden from you. Okay. Tell your dad that this is a stimulus check. All right. They're not going to turn around and say, "Oh, we're going to not pay you because you're getting a stimulus check." No, stimulus check is law. So he gets a stimulus check and he gets his extra money. He gets his stimulus check as a bonus, and then he gets his regular monthly check, is what I'm saying. So anyone who gets their regular monthly check will get a bonus too. Fortunately for me and Pee Wee and others, we don't know when we're going to get it. Look, I really want to talk about stimulus here, not some guy I don't even know who supposedly died. I could give two shits about some guy who died. I mean, look, Commander Jess, one of my moderators, messaged me on Instagram. He's got my full compassion right now. His mother died. I think she died of COVID. But you know what? He's got my full compassion. And yet, I don't care. I mean, when what was his name? Larry King, I think it was, that died recently. I was like, oh well. I mean, no one cares. When I go, not many people's gonna give a shit anyways. Like, oh, that crazy crackpot. So to me, my point is, we need to focus on the problem at hand, okay? And by the way, did anyone see the comment where someone was talking about a PS5? Someone's buying a PS5 again. Jesus was 33 years old, man, not 32. He died on the cross, Higgs, at 33. You're dealing with someone who's an ordained minister with 5 churches. I go to 4 church study groups a week, basically, with my father-in-law. He's a minister too, so we basically do Zoom in the evenings and talk about notes. So I know the Bible really well. I get my disability insurance on the 3rd, but I'm also on survivors too. So survivors and disability insurance is on the 3rd for me, Anna. Everyone else, goes by the payment schedule. Did you even look at the payment schedule, Anna? Because I tried to explain it. Let me go pull it up again. Let me pull up the payment schedule yet again so you can actually read this again, okay? Just so I can share it with you once more, okay? It goes like this, all right? Basically, it goes like this, okay? Anyone on SSI gets it the 1st or the 4th Thursday or 4th Wednesday or 4th Wednesday of the month. Now, anyone who gets SSI, SSR, or SSDI, or etc., who gets their payments on the 3rd, they have to be showing that they got Social Security benefit prior to 1997, so their benefits are always paying out on the 3rd. I've been disabled from birth, so from whenever to whenever, it's been the 3rd. It's always been the 3rd. Now, for some people that started out that don't get the 3rd, right? Some of them go by birth dates, Anna. For one, a second Wednesday of the month, SSI, SSDI, survivors and survivors, mostly survivors, SSDI, and retirement. Some of them, if you get double the payments, like survivors and retirement, then it's based off your birthday. So, for example, if your day is the 1st to the 10th of any month, then it's the second Wednesday of every month. Now, if you're same combination theory, DI, retirement, survivors, your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, it's the 3rd Wednesday of every month. And then finally, if your birthday is the 21st to the 31st, Anna, it's the 4th Wednesday of the month, followed by SSI in the bottom, it says, which is in pink. So not only is SSI getting paid like twice a month, for what I understand, it might just be the 1st of the month. Oh, well, it might be just one time a month if you look at the pay calendar. Now I see it. So, but I was told that I guess SSI only gets paid the beginning of the month. No, it used to be the first day and the last day of the month. But if you look at that schedule, it answers you completely and thoroughly on that aspect. So, it's more likely, on that. Catholic, yeah. Well, my game was only $30, and it's approximately going to take me 300 to 400 hours to complete a PS5, in my opinion. If you can find one, good luck. I mean, you're not going to be able to find one anyways. So on that aspect. Anyways, who the hell is emailing me now? I'm getting tired of this, I mean, I have to get dinner started soon after my bath. So one of my moderators emailed me again about something or other, I'm just getting a headache on all of it, So let me tell you, one of my moderators emailed me, okay, and they were all bragging about going out or something or other, they're not really bragging, okay. They're talking about sending me a present or something, right? And to me, I'm like, right, I'm just, I'm tired of the lies. I'm literally tired of the fucking lies. That's the real problem here, okay? Now, let me let it out, okay? I'm tired of the lies, all right? I'm tired of the fucking lies, all right? I'm tired of giving you all the information, breaking down everything, and some of you don't even know, So, and look, we all know if someone's buying a PS5, you don't need to keep sticking it, rubbing it in. If you're just rubbing it in that you're buying a PS5, you can leave, or my moderator can boot you. But we don't need to hear it over and over and over that you're buying a PS5. No one gives a shit. Right now, what we give a shit about is where the fucking money is, why the fuck money isn't on 5332, and when will it come. We don't really give two shits about a, whatever. And Higgins, at least, I'm not going to say it's an investment. It's just, why I do this? I'll tell you why I play my game. It's because I got to deal with all the headaches and everything I got to deal with my bullshit situation I live in. And now, let me tell you my upsetness. My upsetness. Literally my upsetness. I'm tired of being lied to. Literally. I'm tired of being lied to. I am fucking tired of being lied to. People think I'm dumb, stupid. I know exactly what the fuck's going on. Better than most people. So, let me tell you a story about something. Because my family, they threatened to call the law enforcement or sheriff if I didn't get in touch with them soon. I emailed them, alright? Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a fucking story, okay? This is some part of general chat, okay? Before you sit there and say, oh, well, here we go. You know what? It's not a here we go. It's more of a let me tell you, all right? I got tired of the lies, by the way, the fucking lies. I'm tired of it. I'm literally tired, and I wish people would fucking quit lying to me, okay? We got someone on our channel, all right? Someone on our channel has been lying to me, all right? I've been keeping it to myself for a long while. But that's the one reason why I've been gaming a lot, all right? Higgins doesn't know, Mark doesn't know, Cam doesn't know. We've been trying to take care of this, but I just can't contain it anymore. That's one of the things that's keeping me from, I just can't take this anymore. Okay, let me tell you a story. We have someone who's going to be nameless. I'm not going to basically point fingers here, okay? But this needs to get out there. Not everything is. They say don't judge a book by its cover. Well, let's just say from my heart, I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the fucking lies. I'm tired of going straight to people and finding out the truth literally is not what it seems to be. Literally, and I'm tired of it. Look at the government. Government turns around. All these people say, oh yeah, we're getting a stimulus check. And all of a sudden, the stimulus checks are going to SSI recipients. Where's the people that fucking paid into it? Where's the people? I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of lies. We got several moderators here that's been fucking lying, literally, and I'm not going to give names. No Cam, no Mark, no Pee Wee, none of you. Pee Wee knows exactly who I'm talking about. But I'm done. I'm literally done. Literally, I'm done because fucking the lies are fucking lies. Literally, there's nothing but fucking excuses. If I want to hear excuses, I can hear fucking Chloe's excuses, okay? Whatever it is, okay? Certain somebody, right? Let me tell you, certain somebody. I'm just gonna basically blot it out, blab it, okay? Certain somebody that doesn't even moderate this channel anymore turns around. Grandparents died of COVID. Person ends up like 8 rental houses. He's on SSI. And he supposedly buys a fucking new truck. New truck. We can't even pay our taxes, and someone on SSI buys a new fucking truck. How does that work? I'm tired of the lies. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm calling it out right here on this channel right now. It's all utter bullshit. When someone turns around and basically says this, I'm done. Look at Chloe. Chloe's been in contact with certain people already. You know what they are? I've seen the proof. The proof's in the fucking pudding. The pudding is there. Literally. Excuse me while I go to the bathroom. Hey. Sorry to call you a dumbass, but you give me toilet paper or out. Fine, hurry up. Oh, taking a break. Literally taking a break. Oh man, I shouldn't have eaten those antibiotics. Oh, maybe this is a sign of healing. Yeah, at least they brought me paper. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if my body's healing, Mom. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, how big was it? Who knows? It felt like a boulder just came out, man. Yes, I know it stinks. I'm sorry. It's in your room. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please don't do anything verbally violent towards me. Ugh. I'll turn the fan on. That can help. Can't believe my computer today is acting up again. So, another bad thing came out, Mom. Rock hard, I tell you. Oi. What is it? Oh yeah, good. Thank you. Finally. Thanks. I'm glad you brought me some. At least it ain't one ply like the last batch. That one ply is pretty crappy. 2 ply is the way to go. 4 ply is the best, but 4 ply clogs up the shitter. As long as it's soft. And with my hemorrhoids, oh yeah, that reminds me. Hemorrhoid cream. Where'd you put it? Been having a lot of hemorrhoids lately. Thank you. Son of a bitch. Think you wait. Oi! thought I was going to die. There you are. The stomach feels better after the rock hard block came out. Tells you I might be healing, maybe. I don't know. Everything looks weird to me on the turd spectrum. Next goal will be soon. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to take crap for a bit. Usually I empty myself 3 or 4 times, Bobby. What the hell is that smell? Well, Admiral Picard. The Admiral took a shit, I think. That is definitely an Admiral's log. Come on, man. First time in a while the shitter gets clogged. You clog the toilet up? Yeah, it'll be a few more minutes and I'll clog the shitter. Shitter is full! I don't have a cigar to cover the smell, though. I'm not Cousin Eddie or Edwina. Where's the hemorrhoid cream again? Get it here. My hemorrhoids are getting some. Trying to get you to find a needle haystack. I'm trying to organize. Thank you for the hemorrhoid cream. And toilet clog still. Son of a bitch. Can't even find hemorrhoid cream in time. Son of a fucking bitch, my ass hurts. I hate this damn toilet. Alright, there we go. Finally. Unclogging the damn shitter work. Next mission as dishwasher, followed by dinner. Dishwasher? Yeah, I got a dishwasher to do. Ouch! Son of a... Oh well, my fault. Okay, so I don't want coffee right now. But I want to get this pot clean so I can get the other dishes done. So anyways, my legitimate gripe was, like I said, is I'm tired of the lies, tired of the excuses, Literally, for example, it takes fucking Chloe 12 fucking months to clean a place. Come on. I mean, literally, freaking lady goes ape over everything, Then dear old mom doesn't want to deal with her. Nah, don't even know what settings to choose. It's like 45, I gotta thank Chloe for the cream at least. She wants all this praise and worship. Anyway, sorry about that. I was yelling at her about this damn mess. So anyways, let me tell you the story, everyone. So she turns around, right? I don't have my thing up in yet, so I don't have the comments. Remember, the comments or chat comments have been pulled out because Cam said something earlier, and the chat basically fucked up, basically. So half the time I can't see half the new comments, and the other half time I have to pop in, repop out, repop in. There's a problem with Google Studios right now. Probably too many people want their fucking stimulus money. You're like, oh yeah, I need my stimulus money. Probably wants to get high as kite. Anyways, let's see what's going on here. So we got 21 people, and they're all wanting stimulus. So welcome. Let's just go through comments. Hopefully it works. Ask your questions and comments. Please excuse me. I actually pinched. I shouldn't have left it so long, due to the fact that I was having hemorrhoids. That's the little problems. I have hemorrhoids and I have other female problems and then everything else. And then, one of my legitimate lies and gripes today was fucking my roommate. Literally my roommate, Anyways, I was telling her this morning, right? That I was legitimately thinking that maybe she should get a little table for her room, like I did growing up, with a little microwave. Then she doesn't even have to wake me up and make me really bitchy and cranky. She wakes me up. She says, "Oh, it's like 4:25 or something." I'm going there. Literally. Literally, it's like, the stove's not working anyways, but no one thought about it, until today. I was thinking, when I was with my mother, I lived in my room. I had my little coffee maker. I had my little table, a little area for a little microwave and a little coffee maker, and I had a bathroom, right? I paid $400, but my mom didn't trust me to cook on the stove much, but later in life she did. See, growing up as a kid, my mother left me to my video games and to fend for myself. So I had like a little refrigerator, a little microwave, everything I needed. I didn't need anything else, and because of it, but anyway, let's just go down the list of shit that's the other thing is PS5s, in my opinion, no. But we've already argued that one till the cows come home. So, and I got a massive headache coming on, anyways, because this morning's just been terrible, anyways. So, anyways, let's go through the comments because, frankly, I'm just tired of everything. So, does anyone have any questions about stimulus checks? Your dad's wondering. Okay, so I'm all the way down up here still because I never scrolled down. Okay, scrolled down. Oh yeah, okay, this is where I was. It's Joe Rogan. Yeah, Higgins. Okay, yeah, that's where it stopped. He has 5. You know. So like I'm just saying. Oh, okay, I missed that. Yeah, SSI is on the 3rd. So my birthday's the 18th. My personal pension, original shareware due. So you might find out. Yeah, exactly. That's saying in 3 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah, well, I need to get daily grind and relax. I will tell you, it's an actual challenge. That new game's literally a challenge, Higgins. I'm scrolling down slowly, so I'm answering your questions. Literally, the game is really good, though. The mechanics are really good. It's better than that one world, but the only thing I got a gripe about is what happened to buying a seed pack of a bag of seeds that give you 9 squares instead you get 1 square. Well, yeah, my escape is that I spent 12 hours last night. Really did not want to give up the 12 hours. Bella Hendricks, hello, guys. Anything new on the new Direct Express stories? Well, it depends. Do you want to know, Bella, that there's 2 types of cards, 3 if you can count the veterans. So veterans have their own cards for Direct Express through Direct Express or Comerica. The SSI people, their card starts with 5115, Bella, and are you well aware, Bella, that 5115 means that the people get their money tonight? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? They get theirs tonight at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I have always a good story to tell. It's just the question is how many people are going to be listening to it, Pee Wee. So, So the Admiral's log, yes, basically, I'm just fast forwarding to some of this stuff, The Admiral's log, basically, the Admiral's log. Little Admiral's log. Didn't you see the comic once in the newspaper, Pee Wee, where Captain Spock is sitting there with a plunger with the bones, and he looks in, and he says, "That's definitely a captain's log. That's definitely a captain's log." And Bones is like, "Uh huh," and it shows it says bridge, and it shows bathroom, and they're in there looking there. That's I just changed it. Return after doing everything I can find her. 12 quart size is a lot of weight. Making beef stew. I love beef stew. Making ham, beans, potatoes, Trish. So, Kimberly and Trish, Trish, thanks for tuning in, so, um, so, everyone's basically sitting here pointing about, I see something about Joe Gill. Which one's Joe Gill, because frankly, I'm always seeing this thing about Joe, but anyways, Pee Wee, as well as I do, what's bothering me. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of excuses. That's the point that I was gonna make in general chat today. Is I'm tired of 2 points. Okay, let me tell you about my general chat. I'm still scrolling. Okay, this morning I went to bed late. By the way, Higgins, my so-called investment you call that's $30. I'm still needing to get a new Switch eventually. Okay, let me tell you how the bullshit train is. Okay. I spent 12 hours last night playing it. Literally 12 freaking hours. Literally. There's 4 seasons, 28 days to a season. You got spring, summer, fall, and winter. I just completed all of spring last night. Unlocked a lot of content. Loved it. However, I wanted more. So this morning, when I was getting up to go play my game, I got my beloved sister Pee-wee email and says, "What do you think of paper checks?" Well, that's why I'm here. Getting ready to do my dip, my morning dip. Why? Morning checks was something that was coming down the pipe. Everyone knows this. I said this 4 or 5 days ago. But I'm also tired of, the government's lies. That's the thing. It taxed on me. It taxed me to no end. You know. Yeah, I like ladles too. What's going on? Why is everything being message retracted by Johanna? Are we missing something? Pee-wee, I would need a ladle and that doesn't have holes in it to do that. Maybe I should just think about getting one of those. It could be handy. Look, 2 ways you get a ladle. You just go down to the dollar store and buy a ladle, or 2 is you buy a ladle and whatever. You know. So my apparently my comment's frozen, A goat went missing. She prayed to God to know what happened. She'd get busy and found him on the fence. So if I don't know where they are. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Trish, if I upset you in any way, shape, or form about the toilet being clogged, because frankly, it's the way it is. I mean, literally, I didn't mean it that way, let's see. Yeah, but do what you have to bring her home. Let's see, okay. Now, fence, Hoop, hemorrhoids, unclogging. Well, yeah, that's the way it is all the time right now with my stress level the way it is. Trish, why do you think I was talking about how I could end up with cancer and no one knows it, Rita Hopper needs a hug. That would be a good idea. Come here, Hopper. They say you need a hug. So, as long as the dog doesn't hop up here, and he doesn't pull my hair, see? No. Right there. What do you guys think? Huh? I got a parrot now. Huh? Little parrot guy. Hi, I hear your heart beating. So, what do you guys think, huh? Well, look, the government already warned you. Crystal, is it right? The government, update on blind to billionaire. Let me put it to you this way, okay? The government turned around, right? And the government basically warned us 4 or 5 days ago it could come in a check. That's the thing. So let's see. Rita Hopper needs a hug. Well, does this work for Hopper having a hug? He's on my shoulder. Does that work? Pee Wee, welcome back. The switch light. Yeah, I want a switch light, To read a quick question, made dog food from scratch. Have you ever done that before? They were out of dog. Well, yeah, I've made chicken and rice for the dogs. However, there's one thing I wouldn't feed my dog food wise, even if he wants it, is ebony hair on my shoulders. So, So, any other questions? Don't fight. Otherwise, you'll hurt yourself. Come here. You'll hurt yourself. You know this. I love this guy with all my heart. Anyone hurts him, you gotta deal with me. All right, so basically, exactly. Thank you, Tiki. And so So let me tell you a story now. Pee-wee is waiting and everyone's waiting, okay? I want to tell you guys a story. Ebony is so darn grumpy today. No, that would be me this morning, and I'll tell you why. So anyways, as you all know, okay, Chloe just basically came on, apparently. I was going through the comments. She said she had something to do. Apparently it was annoying her. She's been annoyed with me with days, okay? So let me just explain it. So I apologize to Chloe, okay? Even Chloe can be a pain in my ass. I apologize to you, Chloe. Chloe, as everyone knows, is one of the original moderators from 5-10 years ago. You know, one of the original founders. But let me just tell you what's going on. All right. So Chloe, the other day, Chloe was me and Chloe were arguing the other day. All right, we argue all the time. Okay. She's one of those likes to get burrow under people's saddle, but you know, as Pee Wee said once before, it makes her happy sometimes when we're not arguing or fighting. So the other day, the other day, and this is for Pee Wee and the rest of you, Chloe turned and looked at me and she said, "Look, how many times have I said to you that I don't fucking steal certain things? Certain things." That was her wording. Certain things. But she says, I wouldn't be caught dead stealing a Samsung phone, Galaxy Note, or whatever it was, right? So Chloe started dealing a lot of research back then, literally, just a lot of research back then. And that's where Chloe started putting pieces together, you know. And that is where Pee Wee and I got into the word catfishing, you know. Do you understand what the word catfishing is? Well, Pee Wee explained it to me, and she basically said catfishing is what's going on. Okay, someone creates an identity online and wants to hide that identity. And I got tired of it. I mean, it's like me getting tired of basically listening to the same excuses of why someone can't clean. And then I could have had a maid service, you know, instead. You know, you know how it is. So, you know, bun, yes. Look, we clash heads all the time, but the problem is simple. Problem is, how do you explain to someone, okay, Pee Wee says there's always a story, okay? How do you explain a story, okay? Let me put it this way. I'm not going to point fingers, all right? Chloe already did that. How can you point, right? Someone who's a moderator, right? Who basically turns around and says there's presents in the mail, right? Nothing comes. Or then turns around and says, there's a cell phone. Oh, it must have been lost, you know, right? I get tracking on all my packages. Every package from USPS, FedEx, and Airborne or UPS. So there's tracking, right? I hope you guys are paying attention here, right? So what happened? There's tracking. And yet, nothing. And yet, you know, well, it's like the guy in Texas who promised me, you know, for over a year, you know, you send him presents because you're nice to him and everything. And all of a sudden, you know, eventually you just realize they're not worthy. So I don't deal with them. I don't deal with Instagram. But point is, Chloe turns around, right? Chloe turns around. And she's furious. She's literally furious. She says, someone who's got almost 520,000 views, and I'm never negative towards anyone, wants to be a moderator with someone who's less than 520 subs. 520 subs here. You guys have been great, the ones that subscribe. 520 of you. What about the rest, huh? Think about that. What about the ones that had... So, if you had 520,000 subscribers, over 500,000 subscribers, do you think you would give a shit about coming to my channel? No. And that's where Pee Wee and the rest of us, my story goes, and we were looking into this. I mean, literally, if we can get rid of a guy like Joe Gill, who basically, you know, wanted to bullshit, you know, look. I mean, literally, let me put it this way, okay? Let me put it this way for all of you, okay? We don't know. Pee Wee doesn't know. Chloe doesn't know how the fuck someone can basically see who's inside. How many people are what, when, where, when, and where, why. That's the thing. And then, just like me, literally, Chloe said it herself. She got an email from the actual person that runs that website. Chloe sent me a copy of it. She sent it before bed. Basically said, I'm sorry, that's not me. Literally. From an actual email address. And yet, this person turns around, and just like Chloe and the excuse makers, excuse of the cleaning, is excuses. Oh, I'm 4 miles from your house. You're 4 miles from my fucking house. Oh, well, I'm so wealthy, I have to hire a thing. Wealthy. First it's wealth, then it's not wealth, then it's fucking, but I need bodyguards too. I need, Chloe's a threat to, I'm not going to your house to, I could have met downtown if it was sincere. But no, but 2 days before, they sent me a fucking picture of a fucking thing on fucking, of a place in Georgia where they're eating at. And yet, Chloe, of course, started getting angry. Chloe was getting fucking angry. Chloe was fucking hungry. That blood nose is starting to work. If Chloe was a pair of red bones, she would have sniffed it out because she was basically hot on the trail. Like me working with this whole Direct Express thing, she was hot on the trail with the other thing. Why? Because literally that's what she is. And Chloe knows this whole stimulus thing is driving me nuts, So, literally, that's the thing, look at it. Chloe basically looked at a picture the other day, and she says, oh, that's from the Visitor of San Juan's website. That ain't from her. I said, I thought I saw it for someone. Think of it. Basically, I basically got angry. Literally, who the fuck is the one sending me the presents, and why are they keeping their identity secret, huh? What the fuck? Literally, that's what scares me the most. I got the sheriff on notice right now protecting me. They're basically saying, look, this is something that could be a murder or something because you don't just hide your identity, basically. That's the thing. Literally, that's the fucking problem we have here. Well, yeah, I'm glad because I started to smell something funny, because think of it. That you can't drive from Georgia to fucking Washington in 2 days. It's impossible. Even with 4 drivers, it's impossible. 3 drivers would be sleeping in your motor. Yeah, 4 days? It's impossible. So basically, okay. That would make sense why I couldn't find literally. Look, at the end of the day, the point is I'm stressing over stimulus checks and I'm stressing over this. look, someone's on SSI, Tiki, Pee Wee, Cam. And Cam, you should know me by now, brother. By the way, you Q-Link Wireless, he said. As soon as I got a couple things coming from Q-Link Wireless. I've been with them for years. I just don't use them. I'll give you that number. Look, the true problem, Pee Wee, is this, okay? We're getting to the story, okay? The crux of the problem is the real person. Look, let me tell you this. Basically, sis, you know who the real one is. The one with 500,000 actually, you know, basically said by email, this is not them. I mean, look, you go on YouTube and you basically are talking about two problems, okay? Two problems here. One, by the way, which is bullshit. One, afraid for their safety out here. Really. So they're afraid for their safety because of Chloe, but they keep making excuses. Yet no one knows who the fuck they are. One. Two, keeps telling us that they have an agent and all this, right? Yet, you know as well as I do, Pee Wee, if someone came to me and says, your channel's great, thank you for all the information, can I get a shout out to my father in law, Joe Bob? You know, I would give the shout out to my father, Joe Bob, but guess what? I never got a shout out. I already shared with you the links, remember? Pretty doll, we already know we're not going to get it. That's the problem. No, I have my own weapons. The thing is, I don't leave my house. That's the thing. I can use a sword. I can use a crossbow. The problem is we don't know who they are. That is why I'm very protective with the cameras up. That's the thing. Literally, we don't know if it's Joe. We don't know if it's Cam. We don't know who it is. I mean, literally, it's someone. We just don't know who, what, when, where, and why. And the thing is, no one's telling us. We just keep getting excuse after excuse, but no one's telling us who it is and what they are. They just say, oh, literally. Well, you already knew it. Remember, Pee Wee? I basically asked you privately and in confidence. Captain Pee Wee, remember I asked you in confidence about this, and you and your husband looked over those notes I sent you and said, no, that ain't happening. We then knew. That's when you taught me the word catfishing. Unfortunately, Chloe started basically becoming on the trail just like Toby, sniffing out Dr. Moriarty. The thing is, we don't know anything about who's who, what is what. Yeah, and you know what? We waited. We waited because, frankly, is the person already zapped? Uh, I don't know. No, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, well, apparently I don't know. Yeah, well, you go ahead then. I don't know. Yeah, well, yes, I said, yeah, I saw what you said. We can't do it. I gotta check on something real quick. So I was asking Chloe if when the time comes when I get done with my bath, if I can make late dinner. Tonight's dinner, everyone's club sandwiches, you know. So I asked her about dinner. So, that was the thing. Chloe, on the other hand, just doesn't, No, she was talking about someone else. Bear spray, too. Someone's coming here to say that. No. The problem is, you can see basically Pee-wee, Chloe's got the ability to zap, and Chloe was waiting for. Chloe said to me, "Yeah, go ahead and make your club sandwiches or clubs with you when we get done. If you don't want clubs, we'll get something else." And she turned around and she said, in her room, she said, "I have the abilities too. She just doesn't like to use it because she doesn't want to bother anyone on this channel." Yes, I did get information. So tomorrow morning, anyone with the card Pretty Doll with the card number 5115 will be getting $1,400. If your card starts on Direct Express with 5332, take a look carefully, is what I'm telling you guys. If it's 5115, you get money tomorrow. If it's 5332, good luck. You're being shit on with the rest of us. Well, yeah, Chloe's doing this because Chloe's tired of Pee-wee. That's the thing. Chloe's basically tired, She's tired of basically being accused of stealing frickin' a phone. And, I mean, literally. I mean, look at it this way from Chloe's point of view. Chloe's pissed. Chloe basically went through and found out, what happened with the first one, Izzy. Izzy disappeared. Hannah came in. Hannah, I mean, if someone commits suicide, you would think the government would take their computer to see why they committed suicide, all this crap. But, Chloe was putting pieces together slowly like a detective, too. Unfortunately, me, I was more interested in, basically, mesmerized in beauty. Unfortunately, the problem is, when someone turns around and says, I'm not supposed to talk about this, but new pickup truck. If you're on SSI, I can't even afford a fucking new truck. How the hell some son of a bitch can afford a truck, you see? And this is why you all think of me as an asshole when I say I can't afford a car, and yet, I mean, literally. Look, I'll show you a cheap man's ladle. Want to see a cheap man's ladle? Higgins will argue with this one. Look at this, Higgins. Look at this. A ladle that survived 40 years and it's still working strong. My mother's 40-year-old ladle. See? Ladle. Now, I'd rather talk about stimulus checks than this bullshit, this drama that came up that had to be addressed. Literally, I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the fucking lies. That's the thing. Thing is you basically. The fuck is wrong with these? Oh, that's why the ladle got stuck. Fine, we'll put the ladle in another drawer then. I'll put it in here. Maybe it'll close then. What the fuck is. What is this? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh yeah, it was caught on a roasting pan. Fine, let's put this here and be done with it. The hell is this? Oh, it's a lid. Alright. Anyways, Pee-wee knew. Pee-wee was warning me. We took care of it. Yeah, I love cooking too, But if you need to know, Pretty Doll, your question was answered. Stimulus checks are going to be. Let me tell you something. One of the reasons why I was playing that game, well, yeah, Chloe basically zapped her. And if you notice the comments, when I was basically calling out on the BS, they said basically they were done. See? This is a chicken man's way of out the back door, basically. Literally out the fucking back door. I mean, literally. Yeah, you know. I mean, I don't need presents. I mean, literally. I mean, me and Dad were talking about the other day. Rumor has it, the real one was, something about writing a book, right? Oh, a book, right? Usually, if you write a book, it gets published on Amazon. I asked, well, where is the publication? Where is it? You know. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the truth. And that's the thing. And besides that, as Chloe said to me the other day, Chloe was pissed. She said someone 500 million, or sorry, 500,000 subscribers. You think? I mean, literally, if someone has 500,000 subscribers and they're monetizing right on YouTube, do you really think that that they're being claimed as a dependent on their wherever they're living? No, literally, the lies were just stacked up and continued. I mean, literally, and it's sad. Literally, it is fucking sad. I got a Japanese knife that fucking I keep sharpening. I also got a Japanese meat cleaver somewhere. A pair of Japanese meat cleavers, actual cleavers, that are like this. You know. And by the way, my father is German Indian. By the way, Pee Wee. So actually, one hell of a combination. Actual Native American Cherokee. So looks it too. And just like Rambo, John Jay, born in Bowie, Arizona, of a German Indian descent. Well, Dad was German Indian too, but my point is, Pee Wee, between you and I don't like lies. That's what fucking bothers me. And, as a minister of God, I'm tired of it. I'm literally tired of it. If you're on SSI and you end up with 4 fucking houses, you know damn good and well the fucking tax man would take the houses and fucking the government. They wouldn't want you to be on the government dole and own 4 houses. So, Tiki, that's you're right. You're literally right. And then, the other thing is someone basically, basically Chloe did. Chloe blocked her, and that's the thing. Chloe blocked her, And Chloe turned around the other day and she said, look, Chloe said, I blocked her. I blocked her in your email. She was lying, but you didn't want to listen. She said to me, Chloe turned around the other day. She says, I'm keeping you from getting sick by keeping you doing all the shopping for you, but your pre-existing conditions are bad. And yet, she says, you're vulnerable right now because pretty girl equals pretty girl. She says, no. She says, we may be roommates, but I'm not going to allow you to basically be this vulnerable. I mean, literally, my family. You want to talk about my family for a minute, Pee Wee? Let's talk about Dinky. Dinky emailed the other day, right? Dinky's pissed off, right? Dinky's pissed off at the stimulus checks situation, right? You know this. I told you the story about Dinky and Gail. You know what happened? Dinky doesn't come here. So Dinky's on her way to Texas right now, driving on a road trip, right? Dinky emails me. She promised me she would never call the sheriff for a welfare check. But email I got this morning was, are you okay? Do I need to call on a welfare check? I don't need to answer everyone. I mean, look at my sister Teddy. Teddy emailed me and she said, I fucking gave up at Walmart. Walmart basically sucked up all the stimulus money. TVs ran out. She says, I'm done. She says, I'm done at the end of this fucking month. I'm done. I'm not restocking another damn TV. She says, they wouldn't listen. They're just taking the money and smiling because it's money in Walmart's pocket. She's tired of it. Corporate greed. Literally fucking corporate greed. You know? Let me give you one of my favorite quotes, sis, with Anthony Hopkins, the actor. Here we go, Pee Wee. Bob, It's not the cover-up that gets you. It's the lie. Well, thanks, Yeah, well, I get crazy too, at times, But my cousin Dinky, I love her dearly. She means the world to me, and yet, you know, is my phone charged yet? Because I do need to use the bathroom. And that's the thing. No one's telling me the fucking truth except Chloe. Chloe's the only one looking at that, and you, Pee Wee. And we all were trying to figure this out. Excuse me for a second. I do need to take a bath soon before I get ready for my father-in-law time. Dad's always doing something. Dad's always doing something. He sent me a gift card last night for a movie I watched with him. I muted it long enough to watch TV, and I'm tired of it. I mean, literally, if you're gonna frickin' sit there and lie, then what's the point? I mean, literally. Let me put it this way. Pee-wee tells me, oh yeah, there's a package coming for you. Look for it. And and all of a sudden it's minced garlic. It's like, cool. At least Pee-wee tells me. I was thinking of sending her a new Bible. I have Pee-wee's address, but, as a thank you. Because, I believe in the Bible, Holy Scriptures. There's a certain Bible I like. I give it to gifts. I was thinking of sending her and her husband one. But no, the honest damned opinion is, Chloe basically was tired of it. Chloe's basically. Yeah, he plays in the movie Nixon. He's like, Bob, it's not the cover up that gets you. It's the lie. Pretty much. And when you're trying to cover up and the other thing is part of the lying thing is it's excuses. I don't like fucking excuses, by the way. That's the thing I hate the most is fucking excuses. I can put up with Chloe's excuses to a point with mental illness, but I can't put up the excuses of Chloe's a threat to society, so I can't visit anyone because I need a bodyguard. That tells you right there there's something wrong, someone mentally in the head to turn around and. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You know what? Oh, that reminds me. Another shipment didn't come in from Amazon. And Amazon basically turned around and told me outright that wasn't delivered by today. I can request a refund. That's the thing. And I'm tired of it. So if you're not received your package by today, you can receive a refund. So that's the thing. Amazon said I can have a refund. They said tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm positive too. Jehovah's Witness basically. You know, it could be her for all we know. It could be the lady next door that stole from me. I mean, literally, remember the same lady I told you kept asking UPS, FedEx, and USPS what packages we got because we had hundreds of them. Remember, sis? And the people are like, I don't know. Hold on. You know who said that, right? George W. said that during the Bush Jr. era. He says, "Fool me once, shame shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Well, yeah. I mean, we all have our stories, but honestly, I got tired of it. I got tired of the bullshit. I got tired, everyone, of this. And you know what else I'm tired of? Tell you. And Pee-wee knows this with all her heart. I mean, probably Cam does too. And Tiki and everyone here. I'm tired of the excuses. Look at the fucking government. Government turns out, right? Janet Yellen gets firebombed on Twitter, basically, and all of a sudden she pulls a macaroni, a feather out of her cap, calls it shitteroni, and then gives them, the SSI people, the money. Meanwhile, everyone's bragging that the SSIers, the braggarts, are saying they're getting paid tonight at 10. What about SSDI? What about survivors? What about retirement? Well, where's their money? You know? Well, that is really cool about tanks in World War II, you know? Well, you know, thanks, Frank, because you know the thing is, Frank, is I'm here to give you guys the information, the true skinny of what's going on disability and retirement survivors, and no one's getting the answers. It took me and Pee-wee to pull our heads, my superior, useless intellect, to find out that there's SSI for Direct Express card holders. You know. I talked to an old lady the other day that was a nurse. We were talking about being separated from God. And she said she was separated from God for years. They made her work 48 plus Sundays a year so she can go to church as a nurse, you know. But apparently a 7-day Adventist with their contract in the hospital basically got to be off, you know. But everyone else, it's a different story, you know. But, you know, I just got tired of it. I got tired of the lies. And I got tired, you know, of, you know, the excuses, you know, that's the real reason, you know, I got tired of it. I mean, no offense to anyone here, you know, you can see how I feel. I mean, literally, I'm tired. I'm tired of the lies. Literally. I'm tired of the lies, literally. And then, you know what upsets me the most of this whole ordeal? When I'm here and I get targeted by Joe. And yet, she's right there ready to thump him one and says, oh, Joe's in this channel. Joe's watching. How the hell does someone tell me that Joe's watching? I can't tell you who's active and who isn't. I can't. I'm an administrator and I don't even know that. So I got a cup and a glass, I think. And, you know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have any drama on this stimulus check. I really didn't, you know. So why would the Google moderator, okay, let's just say their official Google moderator that's watching, why? They're afraid that my little band, basically, we're talking about, you know, we're not talking about doing anything stupid. We're not talking about overthrowing the government. We're not talking about anything. And yet, she was a Google moderator. And why the hell is she watching me? What's the purpose? You see? Yeah, that's the thing, Tiki. That's the thing. No one knows. That's the thing. All of a sudden she says, oh, Joe's on her. Joe's using another account. Joe's using another account. What is it? They have access to IPs or whatever. I mean, you know. Yeah, I'm curious. What is a Google or a YouTube moderator, Pee-wee? Well, what is it exactly? Because, you know, that's the thing. Look at this. Hi. You tossed your food over again, huh? Knocked your food bowl over again, huh, little fuzzball? I mean, literally. Let me put it to you this way, okay? Here's the excuse, okay? Here's the excuse. I sent Pee Wee an email recently, right? I'm not sugarcoating this. I sent an email to her the other day. I said, what do you make of this? Pee Wee and her husband looked at the channel, right? And I think in Pee Wee's heart, she was like, oh my God. Supposedly someone with 500,000 subscribers on our channel. No. Ain't gonna happen, you know. So why would Google want to be paid? Why would Google pay people to watch my channel? What's so special about it, huh? What? The government doesn't like the fact that I turned around and I'm calling them out, Pee Wee, on their bullshit about the Social Security Trust Fund. They're going to dump me because the Social Security Trust Fund's empty. I mean, literally, think about that. Are they going to go and kill me because the Social Security Trust Fund is out of money? And yet, are they going to kill me because you and I both know the truth about the SSA Trust Fund and why SSI is getting paid out of the trust fund? And we're still waiting for our stimulus check, which reminds me, my dad and I talked about the Social Security Trust Fund. Dad said it wasn't surprising the trust fund's being tapped into, maybe for the stimuluses, but, you know. I mean, literally, let me tell you a story, everyone. Pee Wee doesn't know this, but I'll tell you a story, okay? So, whenever I did my YouTube channel 4 years ago, or almost 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, right? Whenever I did my captain's log or whatever, talking about whatever subjects, you know, transgender issues or everyday life with my husband, whatever, 0 people. But as soon as Chloe makes a threat against the U.S. makes a threat and the U.S. Secret Service investigate, we've always had one person watching us. One fucking person. One time, I was drinking, mind you. I know, I don't like talking about my drunken stupors or whatever, but I was drinking once. And I called them out for what they are. Ghosts, spooks, men in black. Within 30 seconds, it said your channel has been flagged. You do the math, people. You do the fucking math. I've done that 4 times. My channel's been flagged 4 times because of it. Think about it. When you call out the men in black of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the federales are watching us. Remember Dan's old joke, Pee Wee. Remember what he said once? One night at like 12 in the morning, he says, "Oh, they're watching you at the big screen at headquarters, in Google's headquarters." They asked him why. He says, "I don't know, but it's what it is. It is what it is, you know." That's the damn truth, Pee Wee. I'm not a threat. Never have, never will. Now, I was talking to my cousin the other day when she was here, and she was like, remember last year, Pee Wee? I was doing a YouTube channel. YouTube vid, Pee Wee. Cousin came on and said the U.S. Secret Service went to her work. I don't know why. Don't know. She accused me. Wasn't me. But I made a stand to stay away from Facebook. Literally, I made a stand. I said, fuck it. I ain't going on Facebook, right? I deleted it, right? She goes after the whole January 6th invasion, you know, when Parler or whatever it is was removed from Amazon, all that crap. She removes her Amazon Prime. She does all this. Fuck this, right? Not going on social media. You can email me, right? The other day, she turns around. I love Dinky dearly. And she says, yeah, I just can't get away from social media, it seems, and Amazon. Amazon is so damn convenient. She was telling me this on Zoom. I stay away from Facebook. I stay away from Twitter. I try to stay away from YouTube, but when I get these emails saying, well, you know, paper checks or, you know, are we going to get a Visa card this time? I don't know. The reading I read was if we didn't get money, coming soon on Direct Express, and more likely it'd be paper check. But the IRS is not telling us anything. And two is the IRS has got something up their sleeve. And three is the IRS is claiming that the Get My Payment tool is only working for 50 to 60% of the people. That's the case. Why is mine saying payment status not available? Yeah, well, guess what? They can watch me all you want. You know what my dad said, Pee Wee? You know what my dad said? You're going to laugh at this one, right, my dad? Me and my dad were talking the other day, right? And I brought up the real Hannah versus the other one, right? That says, well, you're on YouTube. Sometimes you tell stories about Chloe, and maybe Chloe's a threat. Maybe Chloe isn't a threat, but people are scared. This person was using Chloe's threats as afraid and using it as an excuse. Yet, when I asked Dad the other day, because someone screen captured something about a VPN, one of the virtual private networks or whatever, ENP or whatever. I don't know what it is, Higgins. You know what those VPNs, right? Dad said someone who's using a VPN. Dad's a computer science major and someone who's in the computer field. That's his profession. So Dad said someone who's using a VPN is basically the type of person that doesn't want to be caught. Now, whatever they're doing online, they're trying to be avoided, Let's see. Freedom of speech. I've been after the president. You're on the road. Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you the story, Dad. Right. Right. I used to do podcasts, verbal podcasts for people in their car. People loved it. Hundreds of views. People would be like, "Go read us on our podcast." Right. Talked about anything, Pee Wee. That was when I could not get on YouTube. All right. Podcast. And you know what, Pee Wee? Dad said the government should not be nosing into my business because if I'm on the radar, Dad said, and he's on the radar, and Dinky's on the radar, and Corey's on the radar. Let's just say anyone on this channel affiliates with me is on the radar. Let me tell you what Dad said. The government must be loving to waste our tax dollars to watch for stuff that's stupid as fucking shit. I mean, literally. I go on YouTube. They have an analyzing program. The YouTube algorithm's probably going to say, we're just going to take a shit in 30 minutes. Next thing you know, I'm taking a shit. I mean, literally. Think about it. I live a boring life. Why would they want to fucking bother me? The government already knows when we order stuff on Amazon, Target, Walmart. They know everything. So why the fuck should they just basically continue, right? And they basically look around and see me, and they see me as a boring person. Let's see. Rita gets up, gets emails, reads her emails. Email says, we're getting paper checks? Yeah, I had a lot of people ask me that. That's why I decided to do this video, Pee Wee. Then, then afterwards, Rita takes bath, which I'll have to take a bath soon before my time with Dad tonight. And then afterwards, Rita makes dinner. And then afterwards, Rita plays her game for 12 hours. How is that a threat? That's just fucking pure boringness. Well, what are they learning from me? I'm a minister of God, knows shit, has a vision. What, am I a threat because the good Lord came to me and said, Biden will be the president? Is the government really, is that why? Oh, we got a prophet. We better keep an eye on her, so we might have to plug her. I mean, literally, no one fucking knows, I mean, Dad said it himself best. We live boring shithole lives. We're not a threat to anyone, so why should they be fucking, Well, yeah, exactly, but the thing is even so. I mean, literally, let me put it this way, Pee Wee. Let me give you an example, okay? By the way, sis, I love you dearly, okay? If they're not going to forget, right? And they see Chloe turn around and throw a water bottle at the wall. My cousin Dinky was there when a water bottle hit the wall once, right? I hope everyone's paying attention here. And she threw a water bottle at the wall and had a temper tantrum over dinners and meals and everything else that Chloe does, right? Then why didn't they? Well, let me just put it this way. Then why didn't fucking someone who's watching live go, oh, we better make sure Rita's safe? Instead my cousin threatens, oh, I need to do, or my cousin promised no calls here. But Chloe goes and threatens the APS lady by name. You know who I'm talking about, Dinky, Pee-wee. Sorry, I called you Dinky. Pee-wee. You know what my cousin Dinky thinks? My cousin Dinky honestly thinks Pee-wee, and I'm only bringing this up just once tonight, okay? She thinks advocates of mine and the federal government and the fucking state government are useless as tits on a board if they can't control or contain one single person. I mean, literally. And guess who's the one that's got to contain it? Me. The one advocate turned around and said, since Chloe won't leave the house long enough for a maid to come in or an organizer, they can't do it. Chloe's doing a happy dance on it, but this isn't about Chloe. This isn't about me. This is about my family saying Christmas time that these advocates are useless as tits on a board. One advocate, you know what one advocate told me, Pee-wee? Not to bring this up, okay, because this is general chat, that is. Have some more coffee before I take a bath. Because I'm still on 4 cups. I drink 8 before I move. She turned around and said that even if we wanted to file a restraining order, we can't because I could lose my house. I can literally be homeless. My family doesn't care. They're just like, move to a 1-bedroom. Where's a 1-bedroom right now, huh? You know, it's damn good and well there's no 1-bedrooms. There's a fucking lady that's breaking the subsidy by having one person in a 2-bedroom. But the management company looks the other way. The government's investigating that fraud. Another guy's got a 4-bedroom. He's one person. So you tell me who's playing favorites here, and yet there's the Women's Against Violence Act, but it doesn't help with housing situations. Did you know? Did anyone know that? So if you're in a domestic violence, whether it be you're afraid for your safety, you're afraid for other people's safety, and you try using that card, they still evict because you're one person in a 2-bedroom, and if you're transgendered or hermaphroditic, you're weird, or hermaphroditic and lesbian, you're weird. Which, by the way, let's talk about the other argument for a second. Someone who claims they have 500,000 subscribers and is hiding their tracks or trying to hide the lies, who is interested in me. Who the fuck would be interested in me, huh? These people have the real person has a better sense of moral values than, that's why Chloe did what she did, Look, and Donald Trump's no longer president, so they should, let me put it this way, Pee-wee, let me tell you a story, okay? You know why I stopped not trusting cell phones? Because when I got a call on my cell phone 4 years ago, or almost 4 years ago, or a little give or take 4 years, from the Spokane Secret Service, I stopped using that phone number. I just didn't want to be traced, called, nothing. When I got a new number, phone started acting up, being wonky. Dad said, well, maybe they found you. So I stopped using cell phones altogether. Fuck it. Chloe wants a phone, Chloe can do it. Then Boost screwed up. I don't have a phone. So what are they going to do? Track my Skype phone number? What are they going to do? Oh, she's dialing Direct Express again. How fucking boring is that? Oh, she's calling her dad to make sure about movie time. Oh, how boring is that? Literally, how fucking boring is that? Literally. And yet, my family's completely right. These people are useless. They're useless as tits on a board. Advocates ask me. Which, by the way, I think I got a meeting tomorrow at 1, I think. Which means I have to be up early for those therapy appointments. Which is tomorrow, which means I have to be up early. But you get the idea, okay? But no, the bottom line is I'm here to do stimulus updates, and the government wants to basically shut me up when we know the Social Security Trust Fund is fucking out of money, because we know where the money's coming from for everyone's stimulus checks. It's a trust fund. That's why they ran out of money. They want to kill me for it. Let them. But the truth has to be told. And if they want to flag my videos because I called them out, that Secret Service or the NSA or the FBI is watching me, or Secret Service, the CIA, let them. Thing is it doesn't matter. I mean, literally, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, literally, there's a state agent that gets threatened on YouTube. Chloe makes threats at times against a neighbor. You don't see anything happening there. No, they're all chalking it up to mental illness. Oh, yes, Chloe's got a mental illness. She hasn't done anything yet. You know what the police told me the other day? I got the APS report from the police, right? I went through it. I read the actual reports. Actual reports. I actually asked for copies. The policeman said I could get it. The APS lady was pissed. They retracted everything the APS was telling the police. I couldn't read that part of it, but my statement was solid. And the policeman literally stated in his report that under state law, not federal law, state law, they can't involuntarily detain me or Chloe. I'm not a threat. Chloe's not a threat. He said, look, if Chloe's made these threats throughout her life, being narcissistic, borderline, bipolar, whatever, he said, whatever it is, right? And Chloe hasn't made an attempt yet, and we look for past attempts. So I said, well, what about the story of Secret Service? They investigated and they closed it, just like the APS lady investigated and closed it. But the APS lady got through different channels that one night Chloe made threats while I was on the phone to the crisis team, who the crisis team told the sheriff told the state patrol told the APS lady, and that the APS lady closed the case anyways. So, my family, they think APS is a useless organization that needs to be shut down. Same as CPS. They don't do their job. Same goes with fucking the others. Why, my family thinks, why should the taxpayers paying for these people to investigate if they don't do anything? I mean, literally, if Chloe made the threat and said, F America, F Trump, I hope Trump, and all of a sudden nothing happens, she says nothing will ever happen, you see, because no one wants to deal with this mentally ill little girl, in their opinion. Plain and simple, they said little girl. Didn't say little boy, didn't say boy, didn't say, man. It doesn't matter who said it. What matters is we're talking here. Are you going to basically get combative now? We're just talking about a story here. I mean, literally, that's the thing, And this was over 4 years ago, but I live a boring life. So if they want to know when I'm taking a bath, let them use their computer satellite spy programs to zoom in through the neighbor's floor to mine. They'll find Moppy itching, Rita doing YouTube, and I'm making coffee. How boring is that? I don't even talk about government overthrows or nothing. I talk about how we're going down the communist and socialist path. What? They want to keep and hide that so no one knows we're going communist or socialist? Yeah, well, you know how it is, Pee Wee. Who is it, Tiki? Basically, if you look for TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc., apparently, Chloe said it earlier, if you weren't paying attention, their name's Hannah Lee Dugan. And I'm not saying anything negative towards the real Hannah. Hannah, was very nice, said, no, that's not me, And besides, the real Hannah wouldn't waste her time on someone with a low channel number of 500 or more subscribers. She's got 500,000. So I have respect for Hannah. So, if anyone wants to look her up, that's the thing. See the artificial Hannah, Tiki, and this is where Pee Wee and I talked privately about this because I confide in Pee Wee. The real Hannah doesn't mind if her channel gets out there. She's happy to have subscribers. But this other Hannah didn't want Chloe to know about it, didn't want Joe to know about it, didn't want Sassy to know about it, didn't want Cam to know about it, did not want Pee Wee to know about it. Yes, all right, I get it. It's time. All right, I get it. You're basically looking at me like, give me my fucking moisty. All right, I've been stretching the moisties out. What do you want? I'm going to balance them out. So, whatever flavor you didn't have the last time, you get the other flavor this time. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I want a moisty. All right, so which one do you get? You're getting tonight filet mignon. Can't you? No, you can't. Mommy, go buy more tomorrow. You're not going to have two. You're getting one. All right? So don't be a greedy little dog. Actually, this one's fucking... There we go. Stuck in the container. Pee-wee's always telling me to make sure he gets his moisty anyways. We just found a few anyways. There you go. There he goes. He's right there eating his moisty. But no. You know, Pee-wee and I talked about it privately. I didn't share it with anyone because I didn't want anyone to know we were talking about it at the time. Pee-wee, on the other hand, hold on, Mop. Just move over there so I can get in here for the milk at least. Pee-wee and I, Pee-wee's a great extended family member. And, you know, that's the thing. It's like Nixon said in his book. It's not the cover-up that gets you. It's the lie. And that's the thing. I mean, literally, you know what? What upsets me the most about it? That we didn't know the damn truth. That's what really hurts me the most. It's not the truth. You know, I would not be here tonight if I wasn't for the paper check questions, you know. Otherwise, I'd be in the bath done, gaming and jamming away on my game, you know. Didn't you just hear me, Tiki? I said the one that has the 500,000 subscribers, his name is Hannah Lee Dugan. Plain and simple. You can't miss it. It's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And if you decide to go after them, that's your business, but I don't condone violence. That's the thing. In my opinion, just leave her alone, you know. Check my email. Right, sis. Check my email now. Soon I got to take a bath for about 45 minutes. And yes, Cam, it is a bubble, man. Well, let me put it this way, okay? Supposedly, the Hannah, her cousin Brad, have access to the IPs of everyone and can remove people's YouTube and Google channels just like this. So, you know, so apparently, supposedly, some of these people had sock accounts to attack me. Unfortunately, you know, as I just replied to Pee-wee, you know, so, you know, that's the thing, you know, so, you know, that's the thing, you know. And so, you know, like Chloe said in the little earlier in this chat, you know, that in the comments, you know, the person claimed that their cousin died. Okay, their cousin died. All of a sudden, their other cousin comes forth. We don't know anything about it. All of a sudden, all this time, supposedly, it's someone who's got 500,000 subscribers. Now, if I had 500,000 subscribers, do you think I would be giving a shit about anyone else if I was monetizing? No. Let me tell you guys a story. Everyone has a story. Pee-wee knows this. Pee-wee knows this story well. We had a moderator. We nicknamed her Twinkle Toes. When Twinkle Toes found out everyone was more interested in Direct Express and where their payments were, she decided to basically start her own channel and basically try to outdo me. Later, between Pee-wee, Gale, and Chloe, they all found out that Twinkle Toes was stealing my information and posting it. Several of other people Now that Direct Express is coming down the pipe, do you see anyone stealing my content? Do you see anyone coming and being like, yeah, this is Jimmy and La La Lake. We just heard that there's multiple Direct Express cards, and that's why there's different payment methods. And if you didn't get paid yet, don't worry, you will. But there's a card number 5115 and 5332 and 562 and whatever for VA or whatever. I'm just throwing out. I don't know the VA's starting number. Sorry to say, or the if there's a railroad one, but you get the idea. So basically, I would, so eventually, people started watching people lose their subscribers because of it. And the first payments came, people started unsubscribing. Everyone's saying, okay, when the second came, they started doing it. Now, the third set is coming. And have you ever noticed that all the comments I'm getting, I didn't get this many comments in the last 10 years. I'm getting comments every time I post a video about stimulus updates after 10 o'clock every night. I'm getting 4 to 12 comments basically saying, where's my money? And I explain it in the video every time, but they don't listen. And so, there's people out there that's either hungry for the money, or, as I was trying to say, Direct Express is being shit on due to the fact that Joe Biden wants to basically give it to the poor of the poorest. And since the elderly supposedly hoard their money, look at my grandparents, adopted grandparents, my father-in-law, they hoarded their money to others not even spending it, stimulating it. So, Well, you know what I think? If the security agents aren't watching me, Pee Wee, I'll tell you why they're not watching me. I'll give you the damn truth. Because there's nothing. They probably accumulated so much crap, they're like, oh, look, it's Rita. Oh, stimulus updates again. I mean, literally, that's all I talk about, Literally. I mean, did you know the other day, Pee Wee, I saw a sheriff the other day. The other day when I was in town, right? And I asked him, I said, your name starts with this and last name, right? He says, how'd you know? Usually we don't keep we don't have our name tags, we don't have name tags. How'd you know? So I got the police report. He said, that's me. Then I asked him, Pee Wee, literally, I actually vulgarly swore at a police officer. He didn't care. He knows I'm not a threat. And I said, then why the fuck are you watching me? His answer, we're just worried about your safety as well as protecting to see if Chloe snaps about the APS lady again. You see? So, yeah, Moppy just shoves it, Yeah, I agree, I agree with you truly, Higgins. So, but yeah, I checked my email, people. Nothing. You know the drill. If you're that worried about it, you can take care of it too, people. You're a moderator. You can zap people as well. I, on the other hand, need to get this crock pot cleaned so it can be used for dinner soon. This roasting pan's been washed finally. And I'll just put it over here temporarily, like I've been doing. September 4th? Okay, so we have fresh mayonnaise there. I bought. Alright. There we go. So, anyways, that's something I wanted to say to you all, that, the stimulus, it could be coming by paper, By the way, Pee-wee, just to share with you, the government was watching. What are they getting out of it? Learning my habit to do dishes? I mean, come on, man. I mean, literally, that must be the most boringest thing in the world for them. No, my mom bought me that crock pot. I think it was the best investment she gave me for a birthday present. I know when my mom died, my family tried to take it away from me. So what are we going? April Salam. I am from Indiana. Well, actually, it hasn't been pending yet, April. That's the thing. So thanks for tuning in. So what's happening is in approximately 2 hours and 9 minutes, April, they'll say if anything's pending. Right now, everything's pending for Direct Express on card numbers 5115. So 5115 is getting the payments tomorrow morning or tonight at 10 p.m., give or take. Hopefully a gas station's open. So someone must be giving out your channel address name to other stimulus channels. Well, yeah, it helps my views. That's a thing. But you know what the real problem is, Pee-wee? I'll tell you the real problem is, and it's not really a problem for me because I don't have the subscribers. If every Direct Express card holder decided to subscribe to me for Direct Express information, I would probably be way up there in the thing, but there's two reasons why it's not. One is my videos are too long. No one wants to spend 3 hours going through a stimulus video unless it's entertaining. Two is when I do the smaller videos, which they do love, literally the updates, which are like 3 to 15 minutes, sometimes 20. That's it for the night, the update video. Then it's small. They can handle that. But anything longer than that, no. They have their attention span's pretty low. The other problem is because my videos are too long, people don't want to go and fast forward and speed it up to 2 or 3 times speed just to listen to me talking about Direct Express. And the other thing is there's no Direct Express channels out there explaining what we know. So if you're on retirement, April, early retirement, and you have Direct Express, payments would go in. So I assume, April, let me just cut to the BS here so I know exactly what I'm going to ask you. Is your card number start with 5332? Because if it starts with 5332, you ain't seeing shit. Now, if it's 5115, you're getting paid tonight. That's already guaranteed fact. And before you ask me how I know my facts, let me tell you the story. The other day, someone came here and was tooting their horn. And I got tired of it. I was going to put this fucking argument to bed once and for all. So I asked Chloe for her card and her PIN number, which Chloe does all the shopping. Anyways, I give her my card number and PIN number. Turns out, April, that Chloe's card was pending a few days ago. We just found out recently. So, card number 5115. And everyone who's bragging that their Direct Express card is filled are getting paid tonight, April. These assholes, no offense to the people with 5115 if it's watching me, these assholes aren't telling you that their card starts with 5115. Otherwise, you and I, April, would still be, and we would still be in the dark. But instead, because Chloe, here's the story about Chloe, okay? Chloe thought that all Direct Express accounts would not be stimulated, as you could say, right? Well, anyways, the Veterans has their own program. Supposedly, Direct Express has a special program for people on railroad benefits, too. No one's talking about veterans or railroad, so you do the math. What's going on? How come it's going on? That's the thing, April. So if you're going to come on, Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. No one answered it. Would you guys talk to each other? I'm going to go use the restroom real quick again. Oh, yeah, and look at this. I just saw Cam was asking about this the other day. You see the headlines here? A fourth stimulus might be on the way. Let's read this. Beginning to hit taxpayers' banks account. They're basically saying taxpayers' bank accounts. See, when I do these readings, that's play on words. Taxpayers' bank accounts. Fourth round. Yeah, their fourth round is because they want a fucking fourth round because they spent the third round on a TV and then I get fucking attacked for The American Rescue Plan, according to political, some Democrat members of Congress do not feel the third stimulus check's enough. Yeah. 2 months ago, before the new relief package, 50 Democrats members of the House signed a letter asking Biden to recurring direct payments. So $2,000 a month for everyone to spend foolishly. $2,000 a month. Oh, and did I mention in my argument that when I was reading the $2,000 a month, anyone who signs up for it's on SSI loses their SSI permanently. So when the recurring payments and the virus and vaccine and the vaccine and the virus is fully contained, you all have to reapply for SSI, which could take years because you decided you wanted to fucking go the high road and live off $2,000 a month instead of not $2,000 a month. Letter announced political another one-time round would be provided a temporary lifeline, but the money runs out. Family of once again will struggle. You see, once again will struggle. You see. Representative Ilhan Omar, a Muslim, by the way, sent a letter with Alexander Ocasio-Cortez of New York and other members who signed. In January, Omar stated a one-time payment of $2,000 is not enough. The American people are counting on us to deliver transformative changes, and we need to meet the moment by delivering monthly. You see, monthly. Now they're talking monthly. 11 Senate Democrats also pressed for recurring benefits. While recurring payments did not end up in the signed bill, it's still possible fourth round payments could be set up. Fourth round of stimulus or recurring payments. But you know what I heard from my own Senate and Republican friends in high places? That if there is a stimulus check, we're going to be cut out of the next one. All of us on the government dole is going to be cut out. Think I'm wrong? Fine. But I know I'm right. Why? Because look at all the fucking Republicans that want to cut out the fucking non-people that get their $800 a month and they get their subsidized housing and they get their subsidized electricity and their subsidized cell phone and subsidized internet, water, garbage, food, their extended food stamps. You think all these benefits that these people are getting and they're entitled to $2,000? No. Anyone who's on SSI or SSDI, $2,000 a month would have to be recurring permanently for people that gets off Social Security, gets off of retirement, gets off survivors. Why? That's a way of basically getting them off. And when they get it off, and then the virus miraculously goes away, praise the Lord, hallelujah. What happens? You all got to reapply for your old benefits. And then they'll be like, whoops, we closed that program. Sorry, you got to go to work or die. Then that leads to two problems. One, family members might be stuck taking care of their elderly and disabled people because, there's no money coming into the coffers. They found a way to cut it out. Think about it. While you guys are sitting there, the Republicans don't want to give recurring or another stimulus because there's so many ass clowns buying TVs with it. And yet, no offense, So when someone calls me a bigot or hypocrite because I bought one stinking game that I pre-ordered 6 months ago as a birthday present so I can spend hundreds of hours, which I'll be probably doing tonight, probably clearing season 2, which is summer. I'm going to clear summer, cut up trees and get my farm customized Then tomorrow I might start with fall. Meanwhile, I got other things to do too. But you get my point. 12 hours in, I'm still doing pretty damn good. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Pee Wee. I know this. Jigga the chain, that was fast. I haven't left.
What's the deadline to use the laundry room?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, I'm using it now.
All right, go ahead. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, everyone. Chloe knows I got to take a bath soon. So I'm going to use this to monitor the channel for things. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer them while using the toilet. I have to use it again. Good work, Chloe.
Thank you.
But, getting things done. I'll take a bath shortly. By the way, dinner will be a little late tonight. Depends on what we're having, too.
Dude, there were some people from our country who invaded the Capitol.
Really?
Yeah, someone pulled a Canadian flag going to the Capitol, and then there was someone from another country. What happens if you're a Canadian and you invade the U.S. Capitol? I mean, if you invade the Capitol because you claim you're freeing the United States from its own government.
So there's another shooter. Grocery store guy got shot in Boulder, Colorado today. Oh, 10 people died. It's just on the news.
We're at
Boulder, Colorado.
the grocery store.
Yes. Grocery store, I don't know what it's called. They're saying Costco. I know. Survivor at a King Scoopers. King Scoopers. Never heard of
Supers. Dude, it's near Denver where the Aurora shooting was, and where Columbine was. First you get Columbine, you got Aurora, now you got this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Canadian wasn't invading the capital for Canada. I think he was invading the capital for the United States, Red States. For the red United States.
This guy's son-in-law was third in line for coronavirus 19 vaccine. The shooter came and it killed a woman in the front of the line, in front of her kids. Grandmother heard about 8 shots of the foot before the dad grabbed the 2 girls right up his heart. Hiding in a coat closet for 45 minutes long to scale the tragedy. Oh my God.
Oh my.
The mother of 2 children, you know. Damn. 10 people dead.
All right. Too much money to do up.
Oh, yeah, I know, you know. 10 people died. Now they're talking about control.
Well, we always do, man.
Yeah, and you know what? We could probably implement it by saying the government doesn't have to pay stimulus checks or Social Security unless you get rid of your jobs. You know, you do that. Do that.
And then you go, well, what are the public?
And even if they did, what happens? They lost the money.
Yeah, and so Trump's like, oh, bring back your guns.
You couldn't bring back the asshole.
Remember that one man after Columbine? He was like, over my cold dead body, holding a gun up.
Yeah. No. Anyways, better get your laundry done before the timer's out here.
I'm walking Moppy too.
Alright.
How much stock do you have left?
I don't know. Not enough. I wish I had more. I thought I'd find out the stores are open. Any of them are open at 11. I don't care if it's just mint flavored tobacco. Because you get paid almost 2 hours.
I get paid exactly 11, right?
10.
10.
Yeah.
The store closes. What's today?
Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow morning's Wednesday. You get tonight at 10 o'clock.
Well, all I can do is head up there right for 10.
Alright.
And then right when they close at 10, I'll buy it then. I'll just make sure the card's stacked exactly to I'll bring something with me until time.
That's fine. You got my watch, don't you? You don't? Take a tablet or something.
Yeah.
Anyway to look at it, yeah. I gotta take a bath soon. Yeah. Yeah, I want to take a bath and I want to settle in for the night. I gotta make dinner.
And once you're settled in for a night, I have to take a shower so I can be ready to leave tomorrow morning.
What time are you leaving?
Like, enough time to catch the Inter-Island ferry.
Like 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, get the supplies. Maybe you can get some fried chicken tomorrow. I can make fresh fried chicken or something. Oh, Sean emailed me. He just opened his business up last Friday.
Cool.
He's been losing money. So now that he opened it, you can go get Coro if you want. Yeah. It was said you're more than welcome to spend your stimulus money on salami. He knows that's why you're probably coming. Nah, she just wants salami. Doesn't mean it's stimulus or not.
Yeah, I just want that pepperoni type, yeah, set that up. Because he's the only one that sells that flavor.
Yeah, I like it too. I like this flavor.
Pepperoni.
Well, you get two, so you gotta unplug this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have pepperoni too, yeah.
Anyways, like I said, shit's hitting the fan, I tell you.
Shit always hits the fan. This world, and on this planet,
It's like coffee, and then I'll do my.
I mean, come on. They should be used to shit hitting the fan's Earth. I don't think there's any other planet that has it as bad as we do. We live in one of the worst worlds ever. What time is it? 8? Okay, so right for 10, we'll do laundry, and then I'm going to try to get some dip.
Yeah. Shitter is full. Man, my butt hurts. Hemorrhoids are really bad. I tell you, hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. So I'm going out for a walk with you soon. Yeah. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, do you have your robe there? My robe's right there. Cool. So it's planned. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish this coffee and then I'm gonna, yeah. Thank God my wife works. So Name is April, so it's either a male or a female name, and you have a wife, so I assume you're a girl who's lesbian, which is cool. That some people are seeing SSI. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, April. 30 years. I mean, look at it. Let me tell you. 30 years of working, right? And your Social Security disability, gone. Literally. But anyways, with only 8 people watching right now, I could probably disappear after a while, after my coffee's done, and have some coffee, you know. Yeah, my subscribers have gone at too, Pee Wee. More likely, like said, it's more likely fake subscribers work. You know. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this coffee up, everyone. Run my bath water and then take a bath because I got less than an hour before I have to be with my dad. So hopefully we hear some news. Pee Wee went to clean. She emailed me, so I agree with you, Pee Wee, 100% there. This is why I call bullshit. Literally, I'm calling it 100% bullshit. So. Anyways, yeah, so, is there any other moderators around? Higgins is probably doing his Bing rewards as usual. I know Higgins, he's probably doing his Bing rewards or he left. Anyone else have any other questions? So I can finish my coffee and leave? So then why aren't you replying, by the way, Higgins? What's up? So anyways, Higgs, in about 2 hours to 2.5 hours, I'll probably do one last update for the night, saying nothing pending for tomorrow, for Thursday. You know the drill. Then I'll be back to square one. I gotta get my bath in before it gets too late, otherwise the dishwasher, otherwise I'm gonna have something light for dinner tonight. Maybe I'll have Chloe eat up those hoagie rolls or something. I do have salad available. I could eat salad tonight. So I'm not really starving so much, but still. By the way, your argument about TVs as an investment against TVs don't last the way they do back then. My TV's 7 years old and it's on the wonkiness. And yet the only reason why I'm buying that game is because I pre-ordered it, and it's not really considered junk because I'm spending $300-400 on it over spending time on YouTube. Slop soup. Anyways, I just got tired of so sorry. So Pee Wee messaged me. Basically. So, anyways, reason we're talking Higgins is the fact, that me and Pee Wee are talking. She's cleaning her kitchen, but she had to email me and say, what's going on. Well, yeah, Pee Wee's cleaning the kitchen, but she just emailed me. She basically emailed me and said, what she thought, personal opinion. So 57 years old, you know. So there's two things that wasn't answered. You know, that's something that I'm curious about. What does your card number start with? Because April, we've had a lot of liars lately come in here and they're like, my money's not pending. You know, we're talking about Direct Express, you know, the government green card. So if you have a bank account, I can't help you. But if you have an actual card number, it's 5115, you get paid tonight. If it's 5332, I don't know when. So basically, the point I'm making is you know, and then also you never answer the question: is your are you male or female? Because your name's female, so I assume you're female, and since you have a wife, hell, you could be transgender, and it wouldn't matter. We're just, you know, I'm just trying to figure it out because you never answered the question, so I can help you. That's the real thing, you know. I'm not going to tell Pee Wee to counter Perry knives. Pee Wee's probably got the volume up pretty loud while she's cleaning. She always does that to listen to me, you know. All right, so you're a woman. Since you said you have a wife that's working, so you're lesbian. All right. So now, can you answer the question? Direct Express, is that what you have? If so, what's your card start with? 5115 or 5332? That will answer your question if you're getting paid tonight, if you got to wait like everyone else. We got to wait like everyone else. The boat's getting crowded. You know, and because, as Higgins know, I'm getting tired of these long videos because no one's commenting. And two is I want a bath before my dad, at least 45-minute bubble bath. You guys can get the next update tonight after 10. I should be gaming, but instead I'm taking care of this problem about paper checks. Whereas if Direct Express doesn't pay us, it's either going to be coming paper check or eip3 cards, which means Visa card prepaid. Or the third option, you don't qualify for payment. They could have cut out anyone on disability insurance, survivors, or retirement. Hell, they could probably make a secret pact that anyone who buys supplies is not truly stimulating the economy. And because Chloe's getting her payment tonight, they think Chloe's going to waste her money. So they'll just give it to someone who's going to be basically a worthless eater of food that's going to as the government thinks of us, and basically knows Chloe's going to go buy a new TV and video games and anything else under the sun because their second payment went for a laptop. So they figure that stimulated a guy who helped Amazon get paid. Whereas this time around, people like us on SSDI, survivors retirement.
They really see me as a man who bought something from Amazon.
I didn't say a man. I said they saw you as a person. Okay. I use the words person who basically bought useless crap on Amazon because they know you bought a laptop in the second stimulus. First stimulus went for supplies, second stimulus for a laptop. The third one they figure she'll waste. So they're fine with giving it to the worthless wasters of funds. Whereas they know with me, because the government knows everything, is going to be rebuying supplies. So they're like, no, Rita can wait with everyone else wanting to buy supplies or pay bills because that's not really, quote unquote, stimulating the economy. You see where I'm going with this? So instead, they're coming up with another harebrained idea. Either our checks come in by the 25th, or because, you know, Thursday's the 25th, or the 26th, pending for the 26th, or are you all ready for this? Because apparently, for what I understand, Direct Express removed the stimulus check thing. You know, that automated thing, Chloe, the weekly automated thing. So many people on my channel heard that. Now they removed it. So I guess Direct Express has something coming down the pipe. You know. So, anyways, does anyone have any questions or concerns? Because I do got to get a bathroom before my dad comes on. And what? You do know he got his filet mignon for dinner tonight. You get one. You get uno.
Poppy, you only got one. That's the only one you get. Be happy you got one.
Don't make me call you Beelzebub or Belial.
See, Moppy, there are some dogs who don't get that.
Some dogs are on the streets digging out of garbage cans.
Yes.
Is that what you want?
You want to dig out trash cans?
Think of it. You were blessed. You got one. No.
Even though sometimes they used to get in the trash here. Puppy dog.
Look, that's the thing, before I go, that's the thing. Pee-wee has an idea that the person who was the supposedly Hannah person was actually a YouTube/Google employee, Chloe, a moderator, who basically may be in love with the real Hannah or whatever, and yet decided to go do whatever and had access to things we don't know about. Like, for example, did you notice before you zapped the fake Hannah, that Hannah basically was accusing Joe Bob? I think she was accusing you of being Joe Gill because she's like, Joe Gill is in the room. How would let me put it this way, Chloe. I'm the administrator, right?
I'm listening.
Did you start your laundry?
Yeah.
Then here's the question. I want to be fully thought of instead of you basically zoning out.
Okay.
Then if she has access, I'm the administrator of the channel. How do I know if Joe Gill or any of the Joe Bobs or whatever's online? I don't. She can know if there's 30 people watching me, IPs and everything, claiming this person here is Joe, this person here is Joe, this person's Joe. So if there's Joe's using 3 different sock accounts, quote unquote, and doesn't post, oh yeah, you need your ass kicked or whatever, and all of a sudden disappears. And yet, who the hell knows these things? I mean, literally, claims her cousin's in cybersecurity and knows these things. I mean, literally. I mean, my opinion is if we have a Google moderator always watching me and flagging my videos, there's something wrong. Higgins, you know computers. My father-in-law knows computers. I don't do or say anything stupid, but thing is, nothing adds up. I mean, literally, if you have access to a control panel, which I can't see, and know who's in and who's not and who's etc., then, how's that work? Yeah, well, good night, Tiki. Anyways, anyone else? Because we're losing viewers now because I've answered your question about paper checks. And the coffee's almost empty. And as you know, I got to take a bath. So my bath time so it can smell clean at least. So anyone? Or can I disappear? Higgins? I hope you allow me to disappear so I can take a bath. So anyone has any other questions, like I said, if there's nothing pending, let me just finish this up. If there's nothing pending tonight, which you'll get an update for Thursday, remember, we're already in the Thursday cycle coming up and 1 hour and 37 minutes. So if there's nothing pending in 1 hour and 37 minutes, then there won't be anything pending till probably, the rumor has it, the 26th. But Direct Express will drop it in eventually. And if the Treasury Department under Janet Yellen's going to drop it in soon with a pending, we'll know soon because they're getting a lot of flack. But let me just correct you guys on this, okay? Let me put it to you this way, okay? If SSDI, if retirements and survivors finally get their money, the next ones they're going to be bitching is the railroad and the veterans. I mean, literally. It's like every time they get a bitch fest, all of a sudden someone basically comes up with something new. So, But anyways, I gotta go. So, please look for another video after 10 o'clock tonight. An hour and a half to 2 hours. It'll be about between 10 and 20 minutes. It'll explain what's going on and why. So, for the rest of you out there, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button so it's funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do. Well, thanks, Trish. They're probably all bots, anyways. But then again, if there was so many. Before I go, I just want to say this statement: if there was so many Direct Express people out there that are worried about their stimulus, they should just tune in to me. But they don't. They want to tune into some clickbaiter, so they don't get the truth. So, oh well, we'll find out soon enough, right? So, for the rest of you out there, thank you and God bless you. And I will be back between 10 and 11 for another update for you all. It's bath time. Thank you and God bless you again. And good night.